What is up, everybody? It's me, Alex from Swamp Rat Fishing. Hold on, dropping right in. We got the jabber hammer himself, Paul Roberts. We are your weekly distraction from quality podcast. It's Bass and Brews time. Paul, how are you, buddy?
Man, I'm doing good. We had a little wrinkle thrown up in here, so I'm on my phone for the first part of this, and I'm going to be walking and talking a little bit. But we'll get this back on the computer, and I'll get everything dialed in as professional as I usually am.
That's good. So tonight we've got Dan and Jimmy from the Reel Down. It's going to be a great episode. Cannot wait to have them on. But we got a little bit of housekeeping as we normally do. So,
hey, real quick, for some reason my StreamYard on my computer's acting the fool. I need a 6-digit code that was sent to your email.
To my email?
Yeah. Look, y'all, this does not happen every episode, but it probably should, because this is how disorganized we are.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
786-432. That's for everybody out there.
Yeah. Look. I'll give you the address here. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, I'm going to be ready in a minute. Let me go. All right. Let's go. Let's roll with it, Hoss. I'm happy.
All right.
I'm excited.
So I'm glad that we got to drop that code because, so for the first time ever, we're actually streaming live on Twitch as well. So it's pretty exciting. Some new avenues for Bass and Brews. If you guys can do me a favor, so you guys normally get this podcast, if you watch it on YouTube, you get it off the Swamp Rat Fishing site. If you guys could do me a huge favor and go sub to the actual Bass and Brews one, I think just for continuity in the future, we'd really like to move all of the live recordings over to that Bass and Brews site. So if you guys can go over there, drop that little sub thing, that'd be really helpful. Also, we've got new merch up on the store. There's going to be a link in the description here and on YouTube. And we have a Patreon. So make sure you guys go follow those if you want to. The Patreon, anything you guys give us is going to go right back into the show. So me and Paul are not millionaires, nor are we going to be millionaires from this. But it could help out. And then
I can almost guarantee you I have if I had made this investment, I would have lost my life savings, all of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, turn off the Wi-Fi on your phone because you're all frozen. Anyways, and last but not least, me and Paul are both proud Hookset Hoodlums members. Go over to hooksethoodlums.com. I know the last episode we talked about this spring line, and if you guys go over, if you guys go over to the Hookset Hoodlums YouTube page, they've got a Hoodlum cast that's up there. And after I did the Hoodlum cast over there, Ken, Underwater Robberies himself, showed me some of the designs for the spring line, and they are freaking awesome. So definitely kind of wait on that. They're expecting maybe fall of 2026. So they're going to be just fantastic. All right, Paul, are you ready?
Bo, I'm as ready as I can be, walking to get my daughter barefoot at a highfalutin elementary school with a bunch of parents looking at me weird because I'm walking through the woods. Woo!
All right, well, tonight
get our boys
we've got
up in here.
Exactly, like I said, we've got Dan and Jimmy from the Reel Down Paddle and Fin Show. Really stoked to have them. Without further ado, let's drop them in. Jimmy, Dan, how are you guys?
What up?
Do you not own any damn shoes?
No.
Unfortunately, I do. And because the laws in America are prejudiced against barefoot people.
I give you that one.
That's what you're going with. All right. Well, hopefully Paul doesn't have a drink for tonight.
I kind of hope he did.
He does. Yeah, with him, of course, to pick her up from the school. It sounds about Paul's alley.
Well, damn, it's going to take me 8 drinks because I'm walking it all off here, walking to the elementary school barefoot.
Dan and Jimmy, are you guys joining us for a beer opening tonight?
Why,
Yeah.
yes.
All right, what do you got, Jimmy?
Corona, man. It's my go-tos.
What is it again? Say it again.
Corona.
Hell yeah, there you go. All right, Dan, what do you got?
Yingling Light. Because I
I
want to
like
keep my
it, I
girlish
like it.
figure. A thick,
Oh.
girlish figure.
Tonight, I got Sierra Nevada, but I'm not classy, and it's in a can because I'm white trash. So,
Amen.
all right,
Man.
boys, on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
Let it rip. Oh, this
Nice.
wait.
I
This
faked
is
it.
cracking
It
a
was already
beer.
open.
Listen,
3, 2, 1.
Dan,
Let
at
it rip.
least
I
you
thought you
did.
were doing. Oh, why are you walking over me? This is not fun. I'm out of breath because I'm fat and I just had to walk 180 yards to my school.
Listen, those bottle tops, you got to be careful. I put a clip out recently, and it shows from the last episode when Paul tried to use his child's scooter to open.
The worst part about it was a twist off.
I'm definitely guilty there. You haven't lived until you've broken the top of the glass bottle off trying to pop off a twist off.
There you go. Yeah.
That's
It-
my
life
stuff.
lessons. They make you tough.
That's right.
All right, boys. Well, and just in case my viewers don't know you, how about you guys introduce yourselves?
Go ahead, Dano.
Oh, Lord. Dan Perry. I live in Hoover, Alabama. Originally from Biloxi, Mississippi on the coast. I'm a buyer for a construction supply company. I'm lucky enough to work at home and to live in a dream. I'm a committee member for my local club, Iron City Kayak Anglers, and a co-owner of a kayak fishing league team. And I'm okay at fishing. And I'm a podcast co-host with Jimmy.
I was fixing to say you forgot the fucking coolest part. It's being a freaking host with me.
Hey, I love how you boys you already dropping some curses words because I know we can be free here. We don't care about demonetizations. Hey, what team are you owner of?
This year it's the Coosa Kingfishers.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, me and John, I originally started the Alabama Hammers, and I gave it over to John Lessman last year, and we got 3rd/4th. And this year, me and Coley McGowan, the MVP from last year, decided to make another team.
He's kind of like the Elon Musk of the kayak fishing world. He's got a lot of money, so he's just going to try to own all the teams.
I see that.
Not true. Not even true.
Listen, man, when nobody puts you on your team, the best thing is just to make your own team. You know?
That's right.
This man knows what's going on.
Look, he's had to do it twice. That's pretty impressive.
We really do. We have a great team this year, though. So we
well, that's what I thought was crazy is y'all kicked ass last year, and then you were like, well, we're just going to take the good people, minus John, because John's great.
Yeah, John.
And you're like, and we're going to get some more better people, and we're just going to win the whole thing by default.
Yeah, that is kind of fucked up.
It is fucked up, but I can't believe it worked. Like, nobody stopped you.
It is.
Right.
I know it is. I stayed with
I
John
didn't know
this
I was
weekend,
coming to get her, so I'm recording a podcast right
There's
now.
no hard feelings, but
Love
yeah, I mean, it wasn't out of like malice. We had a certain vision of the team and what we wanted to do,
It
and
wasn't out of malice. It was out of strategy.
Yeah, that's what the Yankees said too.
I deserve it. It's okay. I called all those guys and said we're leaving the team. We're starting our own team, and I manned
And
up.
none of you fuckers made the cut.
I manned up and I called them all, and I was a complete asshole, and I did it.
Nah, dude, it's fucking fishing. None of them guys cared.
Yeah.
I bet you they'll still have a kick-ass team this year.
Yeah, still love them
I
guys,
just-
though, and they will.
I just had a conversation with somebody today about fishing, specifically kayak fishing. Right, so like this is fishing. Why people all get up in their panties in a wad over some damn kayak fishing? Like this ain't even a living for 99.8765% of these people.
Yeah, it's true.
I think some people just like to bitch, man.
Yeah,
I feel like that's why I've
wait.
gotten way more chill. Is like I used to always engage with that, and now I just like to sit in the background and watch each other just fucking chew each other up.
You know, in the Coast Guard, we have a phrase, and it's a bitching sailor is a happy sailor because he's got time to bitch. So there's a whole lot of people with nothing going on.
Hell yeah.
The
All right,
other
Jimmy,
phrases,
introduce yourself.
The other phrase is we're gay all day.
Oh,
I'm not in the Navy.
Oh.
Even this man knows.
This is gonna go really strong on our last episode where I pronounced that Navy can go fuck itself, go Coast Guard, and then there was a lot of stuff about KY. It was a really weird episode.
I mean, it's not a good conversation if somebody's not taking it in the butt, I guess. But anyway,
Hell, look, y'all might have to be guest co-hosts. You keep talking like that.
I'm telling you, dude, I'm unfiltered when it needs to be unfiltered.
We gotta watch out that this man's in a school zone.
I did. I saw his headphones in though, because at first when he was talking to somebody, I was like, "Dude, we're dropping f-bombs." But I saw his earpiece, so I was like, "No, we're good."
That's okay.
Like, they're gonna roll up on
noise. I got the noise canceling on, so I'm pretty sure I'm screaming out here because everybody's looking at me. So it's okay. I ain't got no shame.
I don't mean to be mean, but as your kid, like,
I'm trying to record a podcast because I had to come get the dollar.
Is your kid having to do extra school because they're not very smart?
Oh no, she's super smart. They just had a field trip that lasted all day on the day Alex decided to schedule this podcast.
Well, fuck, Alex.
Whoa. Listen,
Alex.
we had two unruly guests who had to have a special time, and you wanted to make sure they could have their special time.
Okay, look, I got invited to this last minute yesterday.
We do our show on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
We can't do it. The one day we can't do it is Tuesdays.
Dude, I had no clue what I was getting into. Dan was like, "Hey, dude, you want to come on a show with me?" I was like, "Yeah, cool." He was like, "This is the show. It's real cool. It's real loose." I was like, "Okay." And then we got in the little group text, and I was like, "Oh no, this is my kind of rowdiness." Like,
we're looser. Yeah. We're looser than Paul at prom.
Yeah. When he said real loose, he meant like we whores.
Say it louder for the church ladies over there to hear you.
I can't. There's children's around. I don't want to get arrested.
Children's. Damn children's. Well, anyway, I am Jimmy. Jimmy Skinner. I'm also from Alabama. I'm from the northern end.
Greenbow?
Yes. God, our OG Brian Schiller would love you right now because he tells me that bullshit every time I see him. But, yeah, I'm up around Greenbow.
Yep.
And, I don't know. I'm an electrician on my own business. I suck at fishing as well. You know, I tournament direct for Bassmaster for our state. Run a pro team for Music City Outdoors in Nashville. I'm kind of just all ate up with kayak fishing altogether, which has kind of been the reason I think I've fallen off of it because it turned it into work more than fun. But it's whatever. I still enjoy it. It just stresses me out.
You got too many responsibilities to be happy.
You're
kayak
fucking
fishing.
right, bro. I
know.
I went my whole life always wearing a bunch of hats. Found kayak, got back into fishing, was relaxing, and was like, I should wear a bunch of hats in this too. I don't know why the fuck I wanted to do it. Like now I just kind of want to quit all of my sponsors, quit all these teams, quit everybody, and just do my own thing.
You're quitting the wrong things. You need to quit all the shit that takes all your time up that don't involve you fishing. And then quit them and then get back to fishing.
If I quit the business, I quit my wife because she's going to divorce the shit out of my ass, and she helps with the money too, so I can't do that.
No,
but I own my own business, so I make my own schedule. So
yeah, I ain't talking about quitting your business now. We ain't over here trying to get nobody divorced. I'm talking about quitting all the other shit that deals with fishing that don't involve
fishing. Yeah,
there you go.
I definitely need to let a lot of that go. It's coming. I think it's very close.
Just make Dan do it.
Listen, we've had people quit podcasting altogether after this show. So
I've almost done that too.
Yeah.
I did it for a few months. I took a break. Yeah.
Well, kind of. Like Dan had off like a solid 3 weeks before I asked him to come fill in for me.
No, it was longer than 3 weeks because I listened to your podcast and his ass was gone for like 6 months.
I think it was 4 months.
It was me and Drew. Yeah.
For like 3 weeks, and then you.
And then Drew like disappeared. And he's still kind of MIA.
He did have a kid.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean,
anyway,
I feel like this is going to get into politics in its own way, so we're going to dodge that.
Well, hold up a second. Did Alex not give y'all the only
Yep.
rules we got?
No
Exactly
problem.
why I'm dodging the
Okay.
subject.
Yeah. We the P word. The P word. I ain't talking about vagina. Is off limits.
Where are
This
you
man-
from?
Wait,
Where am I
did
from?
he say?
Yeah.
Did he say the P word and he didn't mean vagina?
Yeah. Where'd you go to school at?
Well, I mean, that's in high school or college.
Where should you have went to school at?
Well,
I need to know who's giving you this spelling.
Well, I was born and raised in South Carolina, and I went to school at University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
Oh Lord.
I know a few of them.
What
So
is
that's
it?
like middle
RDO
school
anyways?
level.
Ooh.
Y'all say all this. Y'all probably didn't even make it to college. I know Alex didn't, so
I was already
y'all
making
talk
too
that
much
shit.
money to go to college.
Sorry,
Well,
I was
there you go.
defending
So-
your freedom, dipshit.
He has a
That's-
fucking valid excuse. I'd back off.
Look, that is not what my Marine friends say about you when they hear you're in the Coast Guard. They really talk a lot of shit. I've never been there, so I can't do it, but I can put you in touch with them, and they can.
We all talk
Listen,
shit about the other branches.
We all talk shit. Nobody else can, but that jarhead crayon-eating motherfucker can just mind his business. Same with the Chair Force with their fancy little sweater vests, the Army with their 9 divorces, and the Space Force, those fucking nerds that want to be cool. I'm not going to touch on the Navy. We know what's wrong with the Navy.
Look, if they fall overboard in the ocean, who they calling to come rescue them?
I hope they don't call me.
Figure that shit out yourself, boys.
Honestly, I couldn't even make fun of the Space Force. I think it's awesome.
I think it's such a we got to stay away from the vagina word.
How do they decide who's like whenever everybody goes takes their ASVAB? How are they going to decide who's in? You know, like how many?
The people that score the fucking highest.
Yeah, so
Because they're
they
too
don't take-
smart to go into fucking battle.
So you can't right now. You can't directly go into
They ain't
the Space
expendable,
Force.
is what you're saying, Jimmy.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
Yeah, so everybody was basically pulled from the Air Force and some other branches for the Officer Corps, but the bulk of it is just Air Force guys who swapped over to Space Force.
I've gotten
Jimmy,
a little
Jimmy
bit of
said
insight.
anybody that could do basic algebra went into Space Force.
Basically,
They took the best of the best. Let's be honest.
sir. I got some
The
insight on
youngest
some
one?
of that stuff from a guy that's in not Space Force, but he deals with. I'm not gonna say he deals with a lot of high end technology for weaponry, and we got drinking, and he gave me some spill on some of that Space Force stuff, and
Yeah.
I think
The
the name
buses
is
are
just
rolling up.
misleading.
Hey, everybody clap. The buses are here. Clap.
Woo!
Yeah.
My light is getting really bad, so they need to hurry up so I can get back to my computer where I got my LED light. Look. Oh, hold on a second now. Look,
He's got an alien.
when I went on field trips, we was in the activity bus. They got tour buses for these kids. Look at that.
Dude, activity bus is just a fancy name for the short bus.
Short bus. It's the only bus they had at his school.
It was actually the longest bus at our school, so y'all can get
17 feet.
Oh, look, gooses. Y'all see the gooses?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit.
My man's got the attention span of a goldfish. I love it.
Listen,
Who said
it's
that?
tough. It's tough to rein them in. It's like a squirrel.
Squirrel.
I'm what made this podcast really chaotic, if you can't tell.
I mean, everybody needs one. I feel like if they
Well-
cut me loose with Paddle and Fin, though, we'd get canceled.
Yes, on that podcast you would. But look, I said y'all to this y'all in the text. Y'all's after hours are my favorite podcast because y'all let loose in them things. I love it. This is
I remember
your
the
after
first one I
hours,
listened to. I remember the first one I listened to was just the first, 6 seconds was Milford screaming, fuck. It was fantastic. And then when I joined the show, I was like, oh, y'all really do keep it dialed back. Like, even Susie. Susie's such a nice person on the podcast. Susie's the fucking rudest, roughest one of us, and I love it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you should tell them about that thing in the chat today.
What happened in the chat today?
Well, somebody, you know how like these women in kayak fishing, they'll get
I gotta go check the chat.
they'll get solicited by DMs. Well, somebody, I hope she's okay with me telling this story, but she showed everybody
Look,
a thing
she
from it.
ain't listening to this podcast. I'm 199% sure she ain't listening to this. So you
She's
good.
cool. Well, she showed it to us, and we all gave her ideas on what she should say, and she was like, "Oh, thank you for messaging me."
I just read it.
This is Mistress Susie. Do you enjoy pegging? And then he was like, "Yes, I do. Thank you for asking." And it's some kind of bot or something like that, but it was a great.
I love the bots. Listen, if I'm bored, I just find one of those bullshit like we're off the trail, DM to showcase, and we just have a good old conversation with them when you got nothing else to do.
Yeah. But because I'm in the construction industry and I'm on LinkedIn, I get all the Chinese people trying to sell me bullshit from their terrible country. Like all the. Sorry, we just lost your one Chinese viewer, but. They're always trying to sell me some rebar or some kind of Chinese shit.
Rebar that they made from coal dust that we sold them.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's okay. We are number one in the Panama Canal, but not Panama, just the canal.
Just the canal.
Just the canal.
When I first started the podcast and it asked for location. I just put Antarctica, so we're the number one out of all podcasts in a continent.
That's fucking so smart.
I like
it.
I'm going to hire you as my marketing manager.
Listen, this is what I do. Yeah. What's funny, you talk about LinkedIn. I'm going through TAPS right now, the course you got to take when you get out of the military. And I've had to do 8 straight hours on how to build a LinkedIn profile. And to my instructors, I don't know how the fuck you get paid to do this, but you should be fucking fired because it was literally 8 hours on how to build a fucking LinkedIn profile. And he's like, well, I'm sure some of you boys don't know about social media. Does anybody think they know something? So I was like, fuck it. Like, maybe I can get out of this. So I was like, I do. And he's like, well, do you know about any other platforms? And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, dude, I've got all this. And I label everything out. And he's like, well, sounds like you don't have a LinkedIn, though. So you're missing out. Anyways, let's get back to the right profile picture. Like this motherfucker for 8 hours talking about.
Why the fuck are y'all taking a course to get out of the military?
Like transition assistance, dude.
Yep. TAPS.
Oh, it's still TAPS. I figured they would have went through 10 different acronyms since I was in.
Nope. It's still TAPS. Like it's 5 days. Yo.
Mute that motherfucker.
Just did.
Bye, brother.
So you've got to do like it's like 5 days. The first day was really good. That was like VA benefits, like how to get what you need.
Shit that you need to know.
Yes. And then there was some good nuggets yesterday about like resume writing and some other stuff. And then today, this fucking guy. So the whole time they're prepping you too. They're like, don't use acronyms. Don't think like you're in the military anymore. Think like a normal person is what the instructor told me. And I was like, and then this guy fucking comes in today and he's ex-Army and he's only using acronyms. He's just telling old Army stories. Like, I doubt that anybody's watching it. I know at one point today after lunch, I just took a fucking nap for 2 hours. And then I woke up and we're still talking about how to do the About Me page on LinkedIn. It was fucking ridiculous.
Hey, I know everybody's already told you this, but any kind of medical stuff, get it all written down and ears tested and everything else before you get out. Because I've had ear surgery and everything else that like I can't hear in this ear, and it's from jets in the military, being on the flight line, and
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying, because there's a lot of like guys who try to suck and live off that stuff, which I'm zero. I don't get anything, but my ears are fucked up because of the military, and I do wish I would have gotten tested before I got out. So
yeah, I've gone through a bunch of it. I will tell you what, there was a very predatory organization. I don't know if I want to mention them, but they did this whole thing where they took my whole record, gave them like a minor power of attorney to like look at all my stuff. And they're like, listen, we'll get you pre-rated, and they gave me a rate through the VA. And then talking to the folks at TAPS, they're like, did you pay for that? I'm like, yeah, it was $100. And they're like, yeah, you got scammed. There's no pre-rating like that. No other company can do that. I was really disappointed because I thought this company was a little more veteran friendly. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Whoever's listening, watch out. Like, just do the normal VA
Douches.
shit. You can do it yourself. Yeah, they're yeah. But all right, so you guys both run the Reel Down. Can you guys tell again? Most of you probably know you, but maybe there's some new ones. Can you just kind of give us a breakdown of what your show's about?
Bunch of bullshit. No.
Sweet.
We are part of the Paddle and Fin Network, if you hadn't already figured that out, or if, like you said, if you're new. But what we do on our show is tournament recap. So a lot of national trail coverage. We hit the local clubs. We just look for any club that had a bunch of folks and has a lot of shit going on. And I don't know, we have a lot of fun with it. It's a great place to come. I mean, we have Paddle and Fin's got a bunch of great shows, but we get a bunch of like real nuggets of like juicy information from these great anglers. Like, it's a shame we couldn't get our show to do a little bit of the boat world too, because of how easy some of these like badass facts come out, or these little tips like, yeah, you throw your bait this way, flip the bitch upside down, like little stuff like that wins money, which is fucking cool. But yeah, that's about it in a nutshell.
Do you think the big boat guys would be as forthcoming with that information?
Some of them would.
Yeah, if you listen to Serious Angler, they give up some stuff, but
They do.
like I really feel like a couple of things about our show that's a little bit different is, one is we try to stay neutral to all the trails and everything else. We try not to choose one over the other. Well, two is I feel like our show is really, we give tournament anglers who have done a good job an opportunity to shine. Because, you win a tournament, that's a big deal, and it might help with if you're trying to get sponsors or anything else. But
well, and some of these anglers, in our world, the big talk is, PKA, professional kayak angler. It's not there. It's not close to there. And a big problem in kayak anglers is that they don't know how to market themselves. So if anything, with the reach Paddle and Fin's got, I mean, we're closing in on 1 million listeners, or 1 million listens, and 72 countries, et cetera, et cetera. But we're giving these guys a chance.
Not Antarctica, though. So.
Not Antarctica.
Man, you got that shit.
I'm so gonna go change our location. 100%.
Oh, just
so you'll have some competition.
Hey, don't forget the canal.
The canal.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
Panama Canal, but just
or right where you usually run the show, right into it's just a big ditch.
On Apple Podcasts, if you do your feed yourself, Panama Canal is listed as a location, and Panama's a separate one. So we did do that for a while. I shifted it to the canal so we could be the number one. But we had to beat out. There was like 15 in the Panama Canal. They were like Minecraft shows.
We got this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can tweak with that. No, I mean, your guys' show is great. It's very tournament centric, which I like. It's nice to have that. Your guys' guests are awesome. It's a solid show.
But Paddle and Fin, we have a lot of different shows where it's the noob show if you're just getting into kayak fishing, OG shows like general. We have a review show for products, things like that. Mindset, just talking about the middle part of kayak fishing. There's a bunch of different shows. So we're kind of quantity over quality. So there's definitely going to be something you can find there.
Our quality shit.
But we give you a whole bunch of it.
Yeah.
No, you guys are downplaying. You guys are great. I'm like, the whole Paddle and Fin idea is a really solid one. Like, it gives the viewers something to listen on brand for an entire week.
Yeah.
And some, man, Brian.
Yeah.
I really got to dig in his brain when we went to Del Hollow this last trip, because I was like, dude, do you not think we got too much shit? Because we've got 10 or 12 segments or something like 9 or 10, a lot of fucking segments. So we have 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. And I was like, dude, do you not think we have enough? He's like, no. He's like, I want them all. He was like, I want everybody to listen to the shows they like here. He's like, that's what gets our listens up. That's what, marketing. And he's right. I mean, how did Joe Rogan get successful? He records 3 shows a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why he has content all the time. So I my hat's off to him, dude. He's a smart guy.
But
Brian.
Go ahead.
No. That was it. I'm just saying, Brian's having a smart move.
So he has 3 episodes a day, right? So he can be very consistent, put out a lot of content. It's that YouTube thing, right? If I put out a video a day, I call it the Randy Blockett model. He puts out 6-minute videos of him fucking around with, his kid in the background and doing this. There ain't no editing. There ain't no cuts. It's raw dogging to the T at 18 years old on your first prom night. But the dude, like, he's made it work. But Joe Rogan has people on his podcast that other people want to listen to.
Yeah, and his whole mindset behind it was, I asked somebody talking to him about it, or I'm sorry, I listened to someone asking him about it. He was like, I just find a subject that I want to learn about, and so I find the smartest fucking person in that subject, and I ask them if they want to come on the show. He's like, whether I agree with their views or not doesn't matter. He's like, I just want to know about it. And
I don't know. Yeah, I think he finds. I think he finds people that bring some kind of confrontational aspect to it. I think that's
confrontation's
the
money
thing.
in media.
That's right.
Like, if this show right here is all mellow and we all agree on everything and we don't ruffle each other's feathers, nobody's gonna watch it. Like,
I know.
That's part of why KBN's so successful. I don't hate what they do. Like, KBN, like Ryan Lambert has told me when we were talking, like texting one time, he's like, "Oh, we know we're a dumpster fire, but everybody likes it." That's 100%. People like to watch the world burn. I don't engage with them. I love to fucking listen and pay attention. I love when they get riled up. It's great because it's just like, oh, who we burning down today, boys?
That's right. But
like, it's good.
The
it's
podcast, they've taken that podcast though, and they've separated from the dumpster fire of it, and they've taken that podcast and they've created a educational and informational part of that. That podcast is really, the year and a half I've been listening to it, that podcast is kind of it's evolved from just the dumpster fires and the fun shit going on to, they bring in that educational aspect of it.
But the dumpster fire is the Facebook page.
Yes. And they say that. They say that too. Yeah. Like, it's an open forum. It is what it is. But
do what you do.
Yeah.
No, I really do. Like, I really like their show. Even now more so, like you say, since they've, I don't want to say calmed down, but it's just like you said, they've separated the two. And that, I kind of wish we had something like that, but it's cool to just take that, when I want some of that, just go there. Our closest thing to that's when we do our after hours, and we're neutral for a reason, man. I don't really care what the fuck anybody else is doing in kayak fishing. I don't care if you like Hobie or if you hate KBF. I don't care. And like most of my arguments always with most of these people is, if you pay attention, the anglers that are doing good, they don't care either because they're fishing wherever they can make money. Yeah, they don't give a shit.
And a lot of them fish all of them,
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's what they had to. I mean, would we have 2 anglers last year make over $90,000? Guillermo and was it Christine or somebody?
70, I think. Did Guillermo hit 90?
70? I thought he hit 90. I thought he. Dan, I could be wrong, but
Dan, you run the fantasy thing. What's it like?
I think it was only like 55 or something like that.
Oh shit! No, he won 50 damn grand at one tournament.
30. He won 30 at the TOS. No.
He won the KBF National Championship.
That was it.
Yeah, and
we ain't here to
35.
Okay, we ain't here to talk semantics.
Yeah.
Guillermo won 90. And the next 4 people won 70, and everybody else behind them won at least 60. All right, that's right. That's where we are right now.
We need you pushing the numbers when we're trying to get these big sponsors like Toyota to come follow kayak fishing. We need you writing out the paperwork. Hell yeah, Jimmy won $148 million last year. Give him a truck.
Yeah, he did.
He was like I think one person made over like 50 grand, and everybody else was like, maybe Chris. I don't know. Most people only made like 5 or 6 grand.
But y'all not putting in there what they want in them cash payouts where they just got cash, right? So they might have won $1 million. We might have.
Oh, so Susie has all the numbers from Hobie, KBF, and
You got to watch your boy Dan.
Yeah.
We call him Spreadsheet Dan. My man got everything
I'm
in fact.
I've heard.
Hey, if you can make money, I'm a nerd. If you can make money like that in kayak fishing, I ain't going to work tomorrow. I'm gonna go out on the trail and try to make my money. But as soon as somebody can, like, people can act legitimately, more than like one or two people can make more money than what I do for a living, then I'm not, I'm not actually going to chase it as a real thing.
I'm trying to take the whole, like, you don't have to be good to be great. And there's tons of fishermen that are that way, like Gerald Swindle, like one major win, still one of the most recognizable bass fishermen in the world.
Mike Iaconelli.
Scream at things. It works.
But I have very little personality.
Hold up now.
I got enough for two of us.
You look, Alex, you little short motherfucker. I'm gonna whoop you.
Listen.
I'm gonna kick you in the fucking face when I see
Jimmy,
you.
you're my boy.
Quit talking
now.
shit
Like,
about Ike. Look, Gerald Swindle won AOI. I like Gerald Swindle. He's a great entertainer, but he ain't won near as much as Ike. Ike has won every fucking thing there is to win in bass fishing. Quit
but nobody cares.
Exactly. Nobody cares except for Alex because he's jealous. Because he's
I can
short.
never give
He's
up.
short
I can
and he
never
can't fish.
give up.
I just call that. I could never give up. I think I got a fishing rod over here that says that too.
Really?
I got one of his old signature Walmart rods.
Oh, it's in the trash. I got you. Yeah,
You're right. Probably is. Probably broke.
So on y'all's podcast, y'all do, you're centric to the competitive side of it. What I listen to all the kayak, and we're not a kayak fishing podcast. Like we try to generalize in fishing in general, but we do have a lot of kayak anglers because we're both kayak anglers. Obviously, we're in that arena. But I listen to a lot of podcasts. Y'all have guests on that win tournaments or in the top 3, stuff like that. And I can tell sometimes that some folks just aren't good on camera. They're not good at articulating themselves, and they're not good at describing what they did, right? They can't tell that story. Then you have some that are amazing at it. How do y'all navigate those waters of those folks that just so tell us what you did on day one? And like, well, I went out there,
threw a jig.
I threw a jig, and the first fish I caught, I racked his ass, and then I caught all 5 fish on jigs. And like you got 45 minutes left of your podcast. How do y'all navigate those waters?
It honestly it gets easier with time. So when you learn how a show operates, you start to learn how to judge. I mean, we use StreamYard too. You can see the time up in the corner, but you start to pay attention internally, like what kind of time's taken between intros, outros. You learn how to answer or ask questions in an order to make a show go on, and you also learn how to step over to kind of cut them off before they can tell a whole story, in 30 seconds. Sometimes, some people just suck at it. It's that simple. I can't, honest to God, I can't think of any names because the shows I've had the most fears about going into, because historically they're bad interview, I've been able to get them to talk. And that's when you talk as much as I do, if I catch y'all in the street or something, I'm going to talk your fucking ear off for, 3 hours. I can make a conversation happen. A good example was Eric Siddiqui when he won the Classic. Eric normally doesn't say much. He's really good when he types, like he does his tournament recaps and stuff. But Siddiqui normally doesn't talk. He's just kind of there. He talks a little bit and he's out. Dude, we had a great conversation, and I really enjoyed it. We talked after the show and shit. So, Josh Stewart, another Tennessee angler. Like, Josh is hard to get to talk because he's just kept to himself. But you just time. You just kind of figure out a way to approach it. And then you're going to have bad shows. Some people just don't talk. Like, it's just that
there's
simple.
Always a bunch of tournaments going on every week. So if there's somebody who just sucks or they're a dick, you just don't cover that shit. You just don't cover that.
There's a lot of truth in that, too. I couldn't say that without blurting out one I avoided on purpose, but now that you've said it, I don't have to.
So when somebody wins a big tournament and they're not on your podcast, I'm like, that guy's a dick.
He's obviously a douchebag.
I mean, 99% of the time, that's not what's going on. They just, like, sometimes we try to have people on, and, you know, whenever they win a big tournament, they get requests from a bunch of different people, and we're trying to message them real quick to get them on as soon, you know, so they don't get full up or they're driving home. That's why we went from live, you know, because we were on Monday Night Lives right behind KBF. I mean, right behind KBN. And it was such a struggle for people. And like 95% of the people that listen to us actually listen. They don't do Facebook Live, and they're not doing YouTube. So it didn't affect our numbers to not be live. But like, we do it on Tuesdays because we try to let people get home and, you know, give them some time after a tournament, things like that. But now, most of the time, if somebody wins big tournament, we're going to have them on, whether they're an asshole or not. You know?
Oh yeah, and then, like, we've had them, like, something else we'll do is if, like, they win one this weekend and then they win one next weekend, I'm probably going to hold that second story off for a few weeks. But in doing that, like Jordan Marshall, when he won Angler of the Year, I got that one a week late, and like he's like, I feel like I remember more because, you know, it's not like all that shock. And then I got Guillermo a week late on Pickwick, and the story he told us was way different than he had told KBN. Way more detailed, way better show. Not better than them, just like better in particular. Right. But, you know, it's just, again, just time.
Yeah, we run across duds all the time.
We really do.
Yeah, it's the kryptonite of the show, you know. It is what it is.
And so, like, we go after content creators. You know, that's what Alex started this podcast. I don't know the history of this, but Alex started this podcast, and his was geared towards content creators, Instagram, stuff like that. And so, when he brought me on, that made it easy because we don't care if you have 20,000 Instagram followers or 100 or whatever. If you're making some content that we enjoy and we like, we have you on. And so it's made it easy for us because those people are already pretty good at talking to a camera. They're pretty good at being entertaining and stuff like that. And so it's helped us. But I've always been curious because listening to KBN and listening to other podcasts that have been on that tournament-centric focus, I can tell when you have a guest and you're struggling. You're like, how do I squeeze out 30 minutes here? Whereas in us, we're like, how the fuck do we keep this shit under 2.5 hours?
I'll tell you, if I could change anything about our show, I wish I wasn't just tournaments, and I wish I could just let the clock run. And that's like, we both have families, we both have lives, we have stuff to do, but I would love to dedicate a day of the week just to this, where it doesn't have to just be about tournaments. And I've had some great conversations that we've had to cut short that I'd love to have like a 3-part series on, you know. But it's hard to do because Paddle and Fin, like we've said, has 57 shows. We cover everything anyway. So I can't just be like tomorrow, like, hey, I'm going to do this new show. Like, I literally had a show idea. I told Brian, I was like, hey, I'm working on details. I think I'm going to get into a show to bridge us into bass boat fishing. And I'm going to start talking to boat anglers, because I know some pro anglers, about like their mental game. They're, you know, getting them into that. And then like a week later, Chris Slivka came in with Mindset. And I was like, well, fuck. But it's a good show. So, I mean, like, good job, dude. Like, it's a great thing.
Hey, Chris, here's like 35 professional anglers you should call.
I haven't done that, but I should.
But there's so many, because Paddle and Fin does have so many shows. That is a tough part of it. Is, you know, like, we try to stay in our lane. Like, we don't want, you know, like Noob Show has their thing. We have tournaments, you know, so we all try. I think we all are respectful of each other's shows, where we try not to overlap too much, you know, just all the time, at least, you know.
And sometimes when that happens, shit happens. People explode.
Well, you know, I turn it like I kayak fish because that's a way for me to be competitive fishing. And so I enjoy the tournament recaps because I want to hear what people did. You know, it's all that information gathering. It's that aspect. I enjoy that. I like that. And I fish the Hobie BOS, and I stay with a few guys, and me and one of the guys were talking, and he'd listen to Bass and Brews, but he tournament fishes, and his thing was like I listen to podcasts when it comes to techniques, tournament fishing. That's what I listen to. So he's listened to some of our stuff, but the ones that he always listens to are the ones that come down to that tournament side. And so there's, again, Altra on our, we talked about a niche within a niche within a niche and that tournament side. But there's a reason why a lot of people have that and why y'all do it and why it's successful is because there's a lot of people that want to fish their local tournaments and get better. Mm-hmm. And if they feel like they can listen to those and pick up some tips and stuff like that, that's where they go. But again, it's kind of that mindset thing that goes into it. But y'all cover a very growing part of the sport, and that's the tournament side.
And that's what draws me back to it. Like when I'm starting to have like burnout, I'm like, I don't want to fucking do this anymore. But I'm like, but look what everything I get from it. I get to talk to the greatest guys in our sport. Mm-hmm. I get to learn things. I've made close friends with some of these guys. I've made friends with some of the best anglers in the country because they liked what we did here. I've had them on, and then we have a normal conversation, and now we hang out. Like, that's what it's all about. I've always been great at networking. And that's right. I didn't realize it when I started doing this because, like, Dan got me into this, and it was kind of, like, random. Paddle and Finn had me on a show because they needed a guy on the new canoe team. And then I text Dan when I got done. I was like, dude, that was fun. You know, if anybody ever needs a co-host or something like that, just holler at me. I didn't think anything about it. And then, like, a month goes by. Dan's like, hey, what are you doing on Mondays? And I was like, how often? And he was like, forever. And I was like, what? He was like, you want to be the co-host of The Reel Down? I was like, fuck yeah, I want to be the co-host of The Reel Down. And here we are. You know, I've helped out on a bunch of our shows, but this is my show. Like, I love talking with all these dudes.
That's kind of how it happened with me too. So I messaged Alex. It's like, hey man, if you ever need, a guest as a fill-in or whatever, I'm here. Holler at me. He's like, hell yeah, man, let's do it next week. Next week rolled around. I was at the beach with shitty internet service. I was like, hey man, let's push this off until I think it's Monday or Tuesday. Look, y'all would have to go back and listen to the first episode. As a matter of fact, he was 3 seasons in. So he was on season 3, episode 6.9.
All right. One.
But hold up. Let me finish my story and then you can go. So I tell him, I was like, my internet service is sucky. Let's do it when I get back home. It's probably the greatest thing.
Oh my God, big dick you.
Hold up. Look. That's okay. I came in on our side, so I can unmute myself, so it doesn't matter. Fuck. So anyway, oh boy, we do this. It's like 2 hours long. It's the longest episode. And a few weeks later, reaches out. It's like, hey man, I want to know if you want to be a guest co-host here and there. I was like, dude, I will guest host every episode. Bring me on. And so I'm here now. And then he left for 6 months, and it was all me.
Yeah, he was telling me about that before we got on. And that's kind of like, I mean, it happens. I think I got 4 or 5 episodes in before the first time Dan had to catch one of his lodge meetings, and your first episode by yourself is kind of like, what do I do? How do I not screw this up? But it's fun, man. Once you get the hang of it, like, podcasting is the shit. Like I'd love to start my own segment, like something completely like not fishing related. I don't know what it would be. Like, how to not spend your money. I could probably do a good show on that.
Oh Lord, the last person that said this shit on this podcast quit fucking podcasting and fishing. Yikes. I am not lying to you. The last person that said, you know what, I want to start some kind of different, maybe politics or something like that.
Well, that's a problem.
And then 2 weeks later, they were done podcasting and done fishing, just completely done.
That sounds like Josh Smith or like fucking Butcher.
I
Butcher
ain't saying no
disappeared.
names, but yes, they completely were done after. So watch what you look. Lord
I ain't going
have
nowhere.
mercy. Dan Perry, you're gonna be doing this shit on your own. You're gonna be over there drinking liquor and turning circles because Jimmy left you so he could go play golf or something.
No, dude, I can't go nowhere. Every time I start to get in the fucking downs about it, fucking Brian Schiller, the creator and like our daddy, is like, no, you're fine. Just shut the fuck up and get back to it. I'm like, okay.
I think it's interesting you said that. So I think, and I was talking about this on somebody else's podcast, right? What's great about podcasts is, yeah, you can do some of the SEO stuff, like the search engine optimization, and but honestly, like that shit doesn't work, right? Because you're gonna type in, like, you go to Spotify, right? You're gonna type in bass fishing, and then you're gonna roll through. It's very much like you can't be trendy. You can't do stupid fucking gummy bear. I caught a fish on a fucking gummy worm bullshit, right? You've got to be able to like keep a user in the whole time, but then also you don't have that direct. I don't know. It sounds weird. You don't have that direct feedback, right? But you can just do your own thing and you put it out there and hopefully people like it. You can promote it, all that other shit, right? But like, there's no like shitty viral podcasts. You know what I mean? Like, that's not,
right.
There's nobody doing it just for
views.
Fucking like, yeah, nobody's doing it for like empty views, right? It seems like everybody who does this, like, they have a plan. And even if that plan is, I don't want to interact with my audience, I just want to tell a story. You can do that. Or if you want to build a community, it's fucking awesome.
Hey, yeah, Alex, podcasting, everybody is thoroughly enjoying what they do. No.
Talking about Alex, your internet connection sucks. Quit fucking moving because you're driving me insane. Just sit still and talk.
I don't know. If you start dancing, he might get like motion sick and puke all over the camera.
Oh my God.
That'd be funny.
And Dan Perry, I'm not sure if he's alive right now. If he had
he doesn't move much.
And he's not talking, and he's the one while we're all here together. So I'm a little concerned.
Sorry, that's why I brought on Jimmy. I'm pretty boring, man.
That's what he told me. He was like, "Look, dude, I'm kind of boring. You want to get in on this?" I was like, "I got this."
I used to not be boring, and now I'm a dad. I work the whole thing.
I'm getting boring.
I'm pretty boring.
I'm not boring at all.
So your wife makes more money than you two. I feel you, brother. I feel you.
I wonder if my wife makes more money than me. Probably not.
Mine does, and has since we've been together, and she didn't have a job the first 3 years we dated. Anyway, Alex,
damn.
Why, Alex? Why can't people find this shit on the YouTube, dude? The comments
because it's not live. It's not live on YouTube.
Oh my Lord, y'all!
You can be live on YouTube.
It should be.
No, it's not. It's listed private. Like,
why?
It's streaming to you because that's normally what you do. You didn't tell it. You didn't tell me to have this as a live episode.
Bitch, you said we going live.
I mean, it says live in the corner.
But
Jimmy, you know what? Paul, you're out. Jimmy, you're in. You want to come over here and drink a bunch of beer and swear a bunch?
I like it.
Listen, we're trading hosts.
Quit moving. Quit moving. First of all, why is it live on Facebook but not live on YouTube?
So it's live on Facebook because you can't make it private. You're the one that asked for it to be on fucking Facebook. I fucking hate Facebook.
Oh, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't notice we were live on Facebook.
But
what about Facebook? Live on Facebook?
Look, we've only had 3.5 viewers this whole time, and Wild Bill was the half because he's missing the other half that counts. So, but why would you make it live on YouTube or on Facebook and not YouTube? Why would you make it private? We're going live.
Because we don't ever we do like one live. Also, this is what we do. We bicker. This is our Hobbit and Costello. But this is like, dude, we don't normally go live. We do it like once a month, once every 2 months, right? So you never said I want to go live.
Bitch, we going public right now.
You can't change it once it's going.
Now, I don't know if you can.
We go in public.
Don't, because it'll end the record. Don't even fuck with it, Paul.
We just went public.
And we're out.
Listen.
No, as long as in the top left corner it says live, it's red and counting up, we good. Because
remember, I said that we're going live on Twitch. This is open public on Twitch. So this is this new thing we're trying.
Hello, gamers.
Hey, everybody go follow my gaming profile and watch me suck at Call of Duty. I don't have one. I'm totally kidding. But I do suck at Call of Duty.
I don't even
I really don't suck at Call of Duty either. I'm such a liar.
I used to be great at some Call of Duty.
I was top 100 in the world at one point. Like, that is a no bullshit.
And then you found out about girls and stopped being a virgin?
No, this was actually like right before I met my wife. So it's like within the last 10 years. But like we played a lot, got top 100 in the world, first match inside top 100, you play the top 6. And we got fucking destroyed, and then we literally I didn't play Call of Duty until like last year. It was like, yeah, no, these guys have zero life. I was still working 80 hours a week and kicking everybody's ass. I love making kids cry on fucking Xbox, though. It's great.
I love cussing at people on there.
I don't even say anything. Like, I love just getting ridiculous. I'm telling you, I've got like 7 or 8 guys and girl that we play with. I'm trying to get them to let me get us a Twitch account going. We would be rich just off the content of us talking because of the high-pitched, bloody murder screaming that is going on. People talking about putting things in other people's butts. Like people's uncles touching them inappropriately. That kind of shit. Like,
do you guys remember the last Xbox, right? I don't play a lot of video games. I used to, though, right? But the last Xbox or 2 whatever ago, the one that had the Kinect with the camera.
Yeah, 360.
Yeah, so I remember when that came out, I bought it, and I got Battlefield.
Yoga. You got Yoga, don't lie.
No, I got Battlefield, but it was cool when it first came out.
He was too short to reach the camera, so he had to get a stool.
So every time you killed somebody, it would take a picture of the person's face. Huh. So we figured it out within a week that if we just took that camera and we put it on our balls, every time we got killed, the person would just get a whole screen full of my balls in their face.
Dude, that takes teabagging. You know what teabagging is in the video game world?
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah.
Dude, this takes teabagging to a whole new level. That's awesome.
Listen, it worked. It worked for like a month and a half, and then they instantly patched it out. But it was the best thing about getting that Xbox.
I can't wait to tell my guys about that. But look, I got an idea. We're bringing this back live on Twitch. Yeah. We'll have a Twitch account for like 17 seconds. A very attractive idiot.
Thank you, William. But it's not fucked up, Paul. It's not normally live on YouTube.
It's always live. Bitch, we went live. Live means it's anyway, we ain't going there.
It is live. It's just not live everywhere.
We are not going to argue in front of our children. So let's move on.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure Dan's older than you.
I'm the one who messaged y'all about the camo XXL hat because I have a giant head. That's how.
Yeah. I know. I've listened to all your podcasts about you wanting glasses and hats big enough for your head. I am going to find you a hat here where I live. I got a hat distributor. I'm going to find you a hat, but whatever I put on that hat is what you got to wear.
I'll wear it for one episode on. Absolutely.
No. You got.
I mean, if it's like,
I will wear it until I get cancel cultured. So just
I ain't gonna put no pecker on it or nothing. I'm gonna put something like useful to me, like my business name or something like that. My phone number.
Yeah, marketing.
yeah. I don't want to waste a good opportunity with a famous person on some bullshit.
Dan, did you hear that? You're famous.
Yeah. I'm the least.
I just imagine
anybody.
I just imagine a hat. It's got Paul's fucking phone number, right?
And his face.
It's also got a picture, and he's just like this. Like, yeah, exactly. Jimmy, we're clicking again. I'm telling you, Paul. After this, you're out. Jimmy's in. It's done.
Sorry about your luck, brother. I wish I was logged into y'all's stream. I was hoping that since we have a StreamYard account, I could kind of control your show because I was going to fuck with y'all, but it doesn't work that way. Damn it.
No, I've already tried that with others.
Exactly. You've already tried that with the Hookset Hoodlums. No,
yeah.
Like I've tried it multiple times.
Yeah, I've tried to copy and paste and change the URL, and it did not work.
I think you're a little too country to be fucking with that technical stuff.
Oh, look, motherfucker, I just sound dumb. I ain't stupid as I sound. I'm a pretty smart motherfucker. Look, there ain't nothing on a hog I can't cook, so I know I ain't dumb.
Look, ain't nothing on a woman you can't fuck either, eh?
Dan, here you go.
If it's wet in the hole,
Hookset's saying,
it'll work.
Will an extra large hat work?
No.
It's got to be
bigger than an extra large.
Yeah, it's got to be like an 8 3/4 or something.
This is 7 7/8. XL doesn't work. Like any hat that says large/extra large, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Have you thought about maybe I don't know, putting rubber bands on your head and like shrinking how big your fucking head is?
Yeah. Sure. Like one of them
seaweed wrap
Africans
it?
that have like
I was fixing to say, do it
aliens
like
kinda
the
head.
native tribes used to do it and like board
Yeah.
yourself so that it gets narrower.
Yeah, I want one of those alien type heads.
You like
Fuck you, Christian.
It's a
like
big
cone
head.
heads. Y'all, you can be over there chewing, blowing bubbles on condoms.
I forgot about that.
And that like
I need to watch that.
Tuesday, and he was like, "Hope he'll make you some sunglasses that fit." It's not like it's not length, it's width. Like the frame.
Oh, it's always width, brother. It's always about the width. You're right.
Girth. You have to start calling it girth.
Yeah,
Your head
if
girth.
they're all girth and not length, then, that's no
Look.
good either.
Look, paddle and
It's all
fin.
girth, no length.
Look, let me tell y'all something. If paddle and fin listeners listen to this shit right here,
We're done.
Paddle and Fin is going to be getting so many emails about them throwing. Look, y'all remember when Armando had the guy pissed off by him promoting drinking on the water?
No, I missed that.
No,
What?
miss that.
I tell you, dude, I don't listen to our shows. I'm a shitty paddle and finner.
No. I ain't listened to nary one of these motherfuckers re-record it. I have no idea what's going to happen. What happened tomorrow morning when I wake up? People are going to be messaging me. I'm like, oh shit, that happened. I said that. That was me.
I don't listen to ours either. I listen to like half the paddle and fin shows because I listen to so many podcasts. It's it's kind of a la carte. Like you listen to the ones that are interesting to you. Or
How the hell did you
guest
find
on
us,
there.
Dan? How the hell did you find us? Do you remember?
Armando.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was that Backpages ad I put out.
It works.
It had to have been
I
like
thought I recognize the name of this somewhere.
probably Spotify, I guess.
Okay.
Because I work from home on the computer, so I listen to podcasts all day, and
Oh yeah.
it had to have been Spotify.
So I drive all
I know
day.
what it was. You were looking up the best podcast in Antarctica, and you saw number one.
There you go.
And then he said,
My native
only for a
peoples.
minute, because we're about to take that shit over.
Yeah, I fucking swear to God. You're going to be
I'm
kicked
going to
off
do it
Acid
just
Brews,
because you
Jimmy.
don't want me to. I'm writing it down in my notes right here. Best podcast, Antarctica takeover.
See,
No,
Alex.
listen, I'll sue the shit out of you.
Alex.
I could
Ours
probably
is
afford a
on,
better lawyer.
And Kristen, you can download the Waypoint app if you have like Roku or Amazon. Yeah, you can download Waypoint and watch a bunch of different podcasts and all that on there too. That's a good way.
So
to
I
do it.
forget we're on Waypoint because your boy
Yeah.
still hadn't checked that out yet.
Well, we have the Amazon Fire deal, so
Oh yeah.
That's what that is.
yeah,
I don't
we
use that bitch neither.
Look, Alex, you done fucked up. Look, now they're
I
gonna
didn't do
take
nothing.
over. They're gonna take over Antarctica, and we can't sue them because we've only made $12.86 on this podcast, and they make that every 30 seconds on their podcast.
You can make
You're
money
funny.
on a podcast.
Listen,
Somebody is. I
will-
sure as hell ain't.
Listen, I'm still in, right? I will leverage all 4 lawyers of the United States Coast Guard to sue the shit out of
Paddle
not
and fin.
Dan, you're nope, just you specifically and personally, Jimmy.
Bring it.
Look, have
I've
you
got a
ever
really
watched,
good personal lawyer.
Have you ever watched Jag? You might want to catch up on that because that's what's coming to your ass.
She's so hot. Oh my
Didn't that
Lord.
show get canceled? That's what I thought. Okay.
That's
probably.
I forget her name, but she is like the hottest woman in the world. Oh,
You
Lord.
showing your age, Dan.
Was that Tori Spelling?
No, she was also on that show Homeland.
Look, this motherfucker can't even drink his drink. He over there mixed it for like 35 minutes and can't even drink it.
Man, that's
Let's-
I've been
Alright,
drinking
so-
4 of these. Where are you at?
Oh Lord,
Hey,
here we
so-
go. Alex is trying to rein shit in now.
Hold
All
on.
right,
No, I'm
everybody
not
listen
reining-
to
no, no.
Alex.
I'm not reining anything in. So I was interested, Dan, because he asked where have you Where'd you find us at? So I randomly, as Paul's running his fucking slack jaw, I randomly put in like bass fishing. Oh yeah, that one's the smoke show. I randomly put in bass fishing, right, into Spotify, and dude, we're on like I think we're in like the first 15, Paul.
All right.
Not only that,
real quick.
We're
Is
like,
bass
Andy,
fishing
have an
in
interesting
front of you?
logo.
we're like 3 above the fucking Ike Live show.
Yes. Where is
That makes me feel really good.
They have to
Because
put
you're
the
looking at it.
the minority Antarcticans up higher. You know?
Exactly.
That's true. I feel like if anybody in Antarctica that's there on like some kind of mission trip or something like that,
Yeah.
for any fucking reason, and they're like missing home, they're gonna Google like bass fishing Antarctica because they're stupid and bored. Y'all are gonna pop up and they're gonna be severely fucking disappointed.
What? They're gonna be
Not in your show, just in the fact you're not from Antarctica.
Or talk
I
about
never said
bass
I'm
fishing.
not. I never said I'm not from Antarctica.
That's a good
Listen,
point.
I'm right. Thank you. I'm a penguin, just in a man suit.
Yeah, it's what is it
You
that the
identify-
culture's doing right
identify.
now? Is they're saying that I'm identifying as a penguin?
I identify as a
Exactly.
snow cone.
Well, Alex is shorter than a
Yeah,
king,
fuck it.
one of those king penguins or whatever. The big
Emperor.
tall ones, they're like 3 foot
The
tall.
emperor,
Alex is
penguin.
Alex, how
is
tall are
I
you?
got a mother. What's up?
How tall are you?
How tall am I? I'm pretty sure. I'm like 5'6", 5'5".
Jimmy's got you beat, but then not like beat higher.
Are you shorter?
No, I'm 5'7", 5'8" on a
Hold
good day.
Hold up, Jimmy. With that beard, you look like that little short motherfucker from Lord of the Rings.
Gimli, man, that's my
Gimli.
nickname. You fucking remember it too. I put all of this little gnome dick all up in your mouth.
That's not the first time he's heard that.
No, literally, that's my nickname to my sister-in-law. Like, she had a picture that
Wait, to
blended
your
my face with
sister-in-law?
Gimli. Yeah, when I first started dating my wife, she like, you look like Gimli, and she like molded this picture together of like my face and his face. It's fantastic.
You didn't say the other part, right? Where you said with this gnome dick all up in your mouth.
No, not to her
You
sister.
didn't
She'd beat
tell
my
her
ass.
that?
I wouldn't have to
Hey.
worry about my wife beating my ass. She'd beat my ass.
Jimmy, what the hell you keep mixing over there?
I'm doing old fashions.
Well, why the hell you got to mix it so loud, man? This is a professional ass
know.
podcast. We don't need all that background.
You ain't hear that? Fucking fancy spoon.
Why aren't we talking about Paul's shirts? Yeah, Paul's got solid fresh shirts.
This is my business. Crush,
Listen,
crush
speaking
the
of
rock.
shirts, let's have everybody go over
Oh,
and dude, we got new merch up. Everybody should go over there. We got 2 shirts and a
Shameless
brand new
plug.
coffee cup. That's right. Well, it's not shameless if it's on my own show.
that's pretty shameful.
Look,
The fuck out of here.
look. It has cost me money to have a merchandise store.
Oh,
So-
God.
so-
Here
You got to pay to
Just to
play,
let
dude.
y'all
Stop
know.
your bitching.
Just to let y'all know, it has cost me money for y'all bitches to be able to order shirts that have our logo on.
From a little factory in
hasn't-
fucking Botswana, so you better fucking order them.
No, it's in
Okay,
Malaysia.
it doesn't cost him anything for you guys to get shirts. He's just upset that he had to buy his own shirt. Just like I had to buy my own shirt. Right? So fuck off on that, Paul. Also, Paul, so when I was gone,
I had to
guess
pay
Paul
full
kept
price, too.
promising. Yeah, but Paul kept promising every guest a
Nope.
t-shirt.
Nope.
And now I don't hear the fucking end of it because they're like, where's
Nope.
my t-shirt? Where's
Nope.
fucking
Nope.
bring that up with Paul. Take him to collections.
Nope.
Listen, I don't need that business.
I don't do shit for free except for help you move.
And jack off.
But if they're good looking enough, I will help with that. But yes, so help you move, cook barbecue, or drink beer. That's the only free shit I'm doing. I ain't giving over that. Look, these shirts cost $20. I don't get no discount. So when you want me to send you a shirt, I got to go over here and explain to my wife why the bank account says $20 minus. And she ain't all about the shirt game. She ain't into that shit. She don't.
Funny
give a
enough,
How's she
fuck.
gonna feel about? How is
I
she gonna
actually
feel
had-
about all that shipping and handling you're going to pay for those prizes that you released last episode?
Well, first of all, the
We ain't
shipping
gonna
and
talk about
handling. No, I'll pay the shipping and handling. I got coins and shit for that. But look, that shipping and handling is paying for shit that's getting out of this house that she's happy with. Like it's all the broke shit I'm sending to all our fans.
Hey, my wife's behind that too. I feel you.
Listen, we just opened up a Patreon, right? And we were talking about how we're going to let people, we might not do as many live streams, right? But we'll do them live just to the Patreon folks.
Hold
right?
on.
Drive a little on the side.
Our first
can't
show.
Get a fucking word in.
No, you can get a word after this. Our first show after announcing our Patreon account, this motherfucker don't go live on YouTube.
Because that episode hasn't even fucking released yet, Paul. It doesn't release till tomorrow, dipshit.
Well, they would have known if you would have went
They would
live.
have fucking known. I fucking hate you right now. Anyways,
I love this.
But anyways, so he was he decided to sweeten the pot that Patreon members are going to get not only exclusive access to the show before everybody else. He's going to pick somebody early. Well, dick pics are for free. Listen, you guys DM me, you'll get a dick pic. It's all right. But he's going to just take something random from his fucking garage and send it out to one of our Patreon members. It might not even be fishing related. It might just be like a broken lawnmower.
Yeah, and they got to pay shipping and handling. I made that clear at least 6 times. You get a prize, but you got to pay shipping and handling. So,
what kind of records you got back there? Is it like,
Lord,
like
man,
jazz, easy listening?
It's Lance Bass. He's got the only Lance Bass vinyl.
He's got original presses.
I got some treasures about air holes. I mean, I'm talking about some damn treasures. I'm telling you.
Got the
I got
vinyls,
some.
but no
I
player.
got some the Turtles. I got the Who. I got some shit back there. Originals. The Beatles originals.
So, from the professional standpoint, I'm gonna help you out. Where can everybody find your new merch?
You can go to the Instagram. Yeah. You can go to the Instagram page. I'll have a link on there. Or you can search Swamp Rat Fishing Teespring, but go to the Instagram. It'll all be in there.
Go give the Insta some
that.
love. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
professional occasionally.
I'm telling you right now, you didn't realize it, but each time you talk, you're just getting better and better than Paul.
Was this like a job interview I didn't know I signed up for?
It was. And good luck, because Alex will bring you on and say we're partners and then do shit and tell you, and you won't know until he announces it to the world on a live podcast. So
That's how business works, man.
That's okay.
It's not smooth all the time.
I'm changing all the passwords tomorrow, and so he's going to be fucking reeling.
That's fine, but at least you have the record for the shortest wiener and deepest belly button.
Damn.
As per Hookset Hoodlums.
Damn.
Look. Wild
Which
Bill's
one's deeper?
mad.
I got a real curiosity here.
Well, Wild Bill just mad because his wife doesn't love him like my wife loves me. So that's all I'm saying.
Funny story.
Wild Bill.
A week ago, we grilled some hot dogs, and my kid, for some reason, I told him I didn't know what to call a dick, so I told him to call it a wiener. So his whole life, he's called it his wiener. When we were grilling hot dogs, and there was some juice coming out of it, and then he was like, "Look, I got wiener juice." And then for 2 hours, he was talking about some wiener juice. It's like,
freaking love it.
My wife couldn't handle it.
Look, we taught my son to call his wiener a pecker, and so pecker.
Fantastic.
So and look, when I started this, I thought my wife was gonna be all mad and shit. This was when he started talking. So this is a while ago. No, she played along. So he's about to turn 8 in a few days. He turns 8, but like his whole speaking age, the last 4 years, he's called it a pecker. He's like, something pecker this, pecker that, and my family. Oh shit, I'm frozen.
No, you're not.
I'm frozen on mine.
Well, it don't matter what you are on yours. Just keep moving.
Just keep talking, dipshit.
Fucking noob.
Oh Lord, this is not the noob podcast. I have done this before.
Oh, I was sadly mistaken then. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, did I get y'all quiet?
I can't finish the
You
story.
derailed him. You derailed
I'm frozen like this.
I'm telling you, it's a fucking talent. I am good.
Hey, listen, big shout out. I guess it's Wild Bill running the Hook Set Facebook. Hopefully your dad comes home soon. I know he left 20 years ago, but maybe one day he'll show up on your doorstep, Bill.
Shit.
Dang, going dark.
I'm 100% going to start listening to this.
Look, he thought he was
frozen.
So he thought he was frozen.
Yeah, I know. He dropped out.
Did I hurt his feelings?
No. I mean, no. I just dropped him as a co-host. It's just now you, Jimmy. We're interviewing Dan.
Welcome back to Bass and Brews. I'm your new co-host, Jimmy Skinner. Check us out on Tuesdays.
Whenever he says he's frozen, every time you should drop him from the stream.
I fucking should. We did when did we do that? We did it kind of early on, but we did a whole hook set. Fucking Bill said he left 33 years ago. Stick to attacking Paul Frodo Baggins. But we did a whole stream with all the Hookset Hoodlum members, and fucking poor Paul was just getting piled on. And every time he tried to say something, I just fucking mute his mic and drop him from the stream so he couldn't fucking respond.
Oh,
it was driving him fucking nuts. Oh shit, he is having internet problems. Anyways, yeah, dude, you should listen to the show. It's this is what we do. It's not that professional.
I love it.
Is, but
it's I mean, it's like we talked about earlier. It's your own niche, and that I feel like this is a good one.
I wish I'm recording on my phone because I'm a fucking loser, and I have to like squat on people's couches to record these things, right? Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. So I before we were having the Motel 6 Chronicles because so I currently live on the boat. Like I just fucking live there, right?
I still have both of them.
Balls. Yep. So
you have to listen to the episode that drops tomorrow to understand.
Yes, we will. I'll plug that. But we shit, you got me derailed. I'm sorry. So I was
thinking about my balls.
Yeah. I'd have to rent a Motel 6 to record the episodes when I got back. And let me tell you, these Motel 6s are fucking scuzzy. It's right in Oakland, but it's right across from the base. There's the last one that I was in had fresh needles in the trash can still. But then it had a comment card over the needles that said, this trash can has been filled out. And then it had the person's name. Like the housekeeping lady saw the needles and said, fucking just threw the card in there.
Place your suggestions here.
Exactly. So I'm in a friend's house in Berkeley right now because I'm doing taps. But I can't remember where I was going with this. So that's where we're at.
I thought you were in New Jersey.
I am. So I'm currently
No, you're not in New Jersey. Oh Lord, his fucking
my family.
He said he was in Cali.
This bitch can't speak English.
No. So everything says New Jersey on everything, right? And that's where I live. That's where I'm gonna live. But I have when I hit 19 years, the Coast Guard said, "Hey, for a good surprise, we're gonna send you to the West Coast to get underway on a ship one more time before I retire." So so I'm geobaxing right now. Like the family still lives in Jersey. My house is there, the kayak's there. Fuck, even the car's there. I don't even have a fucking car out here. So
fuck that.
Yeah, I'm in the Bay Area. Like right now, I'm in Berkeley. So we went from the Motel 6 Chronicles where I had to deal with that. Also during the Carolina Thump episode, there's a portion in it where I just stop talking and leave camera, and it's not because I have to pee. Because I got to go that way to go pee on that one. I go the other way. It's because a crackhead tries to kick in the fucking motel door in the middle of trying to record a podcast.
That's exciting.
Very exciting. But
Did
now
you kick the door back the other way?
No, I opened it up and I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" I thought this was my house. I was like, "It's not, bitch," and I fucking slammed the door.
I thought this was my house. Jesus. Mm-hmm.
But now this one,
wow,
I've been trying to do a very a marathon of content shit, right? Well, I have a decent, stable internet here. in this
Is it,
house.
though?
The only problem,
Yeah.
it's not. Well, I think it's not. It's not, and it's because I'm running off my phone, right? But the only problem with this Berkeley house is the amount of homeless people that either defecate or fuck on the doorstep of this house that I have to deal with
Oh.
consistently.
That's a party.
Yeah. So I did a Instagram live session with OG Scuba Steve and Rig It Up Outdoors on Saturday. And halfway through it, I go to smoke a dart, and there's just two people trying to make sweet, sweet love right on the fucking gate. And I literally look at him and I go, yo,
Need a
what
second?
the fuck are you doing?
Is
No,
this-
he goes, give me 5 minutes. Like the dude gave me a
Give me
timeline.
3, bitch. Come on, hold up.
Yeah, it was
Was
absolutely
that like
fucking ridiculous.
man, woman, man, man, woman, woman?
I
I
honestly
don't
don't
know,
know
I
if I
just
need the other
saw-
end of this.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
You always need the other end of it. I don't know because there's
California.
a pile. Listen, I'm not trying to shit on homeless people. Like shit happens, right? But I couldn't tell. It was just a mangle of cloth that was like moving, and I kept hearing So I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Was that like
Okay,
dusting? from-
this is what really happened. Is he saw that and he started walking over there, undoing his buckle, and was like, "Hey, let me get in on that." You know, you creeped in.
Seconds.
He at
Right,
least
so
recorded it.
Let me just mark that on the interview sheet as a negative on Jimmy.
Hey, it's okay.
Look, we have never edited anything in this entire fucking show until that
Not
right
true.
there.
I would
Actually,
like
not
to
true.
put my
We've
name
edited-
next to that, and I would like an award for that. Damn it!
Right,
Paul's
It's
a
like
liar.
first
We've
time they
only-
ever
we-
edited anything out.
No, we've already listen. We edited one episode, and I'm never doing it again. But it had to be done that episode. Cody,
that was
You know what you
before
did.
me. That was before me.
it was before you, but
What-
Cody,
what-
you know what you did.
Without specifics, what caused the edit? Just
We'll
broke one of your little
language.
rules.
in the green room. We'll talk about it
Language.
in the green room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look,
I dropped the hard
Listen, it
at
was
the end.
language. It was
Wow.
not that one.
Look,
It was not that.
What do you have to say to get
Jesus.
edited? Now I want to know.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Y'all hear how we be talking on this?
You know what he
motherfucker?
did? He said, "Listen, here's what he said," and I'll say it right now, just so we clear it all up. If you guys didn't hear it, because it is
don't
edited.
say
Hold
it.
on, Paul.
But don't say it.
No, Paul. No, Paul.
No.
I'm
Mouth
done
it.
living into the. Paul. I'm done. This is what he said. He said, "I love Mike Iaconelli and Guggen Bates," so I had to
Ooh.
fucking edit that out of the episode.
Jimmy loves Googans.
Listen. I know. I see him up there.
Look.
Hey,
Look.
they catch fish. I don't give a
Look,
shit
here-
what they're doing to get big.
here's-
Don't care.
Here's
They're
the
trying
problem.
to-
The people that the folks designing the Guggen baits are designing 78% of the other fucking baits on the market. So it's just a marketing thing. People
Sure.
all up in their feelings about the fucking name on the package when the fucking baits are the exact same.
All right.
People
Jimmy
are all
Dan,
up in
I
their
got a
feelings
question
because
for
of
you.
YouTube sensational people that are younger than all of
Right.
the greats in the fishing industry are making more money than all of the greats in the fishing industry.
Okay.
That's
And they
why
ain't
people are mad.
professionals. And they ain't
Exactly.
professionals.
I don't care. Did they steal designs from other companies? Fucking probably. I don't give a shit.
But
Take 'em to court.
But dude, the Guggens ain't designing those baits. They're
Right.
paying somebody else to design those
Mhm.
baits, who's
Yeah, yeah.
also designing all the other baits in the industry. Like that's a fact. The
They've
Guggen,
got great
the-
lawyers.
the
That's the
Guggen
key.
guys ain't sitting down and drinking beer,
Sam.
designing fucking baits. They're not doing
Amen,
it.
Sam. Amen. Amen.
All right. So I will. So let's focus this over. Sam made a really good point here. Dude, me and Sam, I can't remember. I think it was the after hours from an episode with him. We talked about skateboarding for so long
Amen.
that we lost every single viewer, right?
Well, look, when Alex turned everything over to me and I got onto his YouTube page, I was just posting shit, but I started looking at all the suggestions. It was
Oh, yeah.
wrestling. It was wrestling
Yeah.
and skateboarding. You would have
Yeah,
thought
dude.
Alex was a fucking 14-year-old little boy with the
Listen,
shit that
on,
his YouTube.
listen, on full disclosure on the podcast, I think it was like 2 years ago. It was right before the pandemic. For some reason, like as a kid, I watched fucking WWF, right? Randomly, I decided to fucking rewatch it. Dude, it's fucking amazing. It is such the most ridiculous bullshit. It's like the male version of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's fucking drama. It's ridiculousness. It's over the top. Listen, go watch you some wrestling and get in on it. And the skateboarding.
So he just said he watches Keeping Up with the Kardashians too. So let's go ahead and talk about.
I mean, where else are you going to see some fat fake asses?
Right, exactly. But what Sam's saying, so he talked about skateboard distribution, because it is a lot of skateboard distribution is ran off of like it's ran off of like one brand, right? One brand will have like 10 skateboard companies underneath it. All the boards are the same. It's just the graphics are different, the packaging, basically, right? And it's the same thing. So I think so if we go back to Carolina Thump, so poor Carolina Thump, he was our first like TikTok fisherman that we've ever had on the show.
I didn't know it was a thing.
And it is a thing. Fish Talk. I was about to say, hey, are you guys on TikTok? No?
I mean, I follow
really.
TikTok. I don't do TikTok.
You don't put content out there or anything like that?
Oh, Dan, somebody wants to give you a hug.
Oh,
Who's that? Oh. But anyways, so the poor guy, so he came on, and it was a really good interview, and he explained why to go to short form content instead of long form, which is a totally different. I mean, he came on a podcast too, which is long form, but he did explain like the upside of doing short. But I feel bad right after that, he got into this fucking Guggen flame war, and my man got caught up. Addison, I hope you're listening a little bit. Like, he got caught up a little bit, right? And he got caught up where it's not so much his fault, but like everybody just fucking like, he expressed an opinion that he didn't like Guggen's, right? And he expressed it on TikTok, a younger age group, and they fucking hammered him for it.
Yeah, the
Just
cancel culture.
Fucking lit him up. Dude, they lit him up for it. It wasn't even that. They were just like, I don't know. They just fucking lit him up. And Addison, if you're listening, I think you did the right thing for the most part. I think maybe you shouldn't have delved so much. Like, he got almost obsessed with responding to these guys about it.
You
And it
cannot
became like a whole thing.
any secret to any kind of social media. I don't want to say success, but is you cannot. You need to interact with your audience because that's part of the algorithm, especially on TikTok. From what I found out,
Mhm.
so one of our hosts' wives is a TikTok content creator that gets paid.
Mhm.
So we got to dabble in her world a little bit to like understand how it works.
Yeah.
And you have to communicate, but you cannot bite the hook, man. They're just baiting you. They're looking for you to give them a reaction, and you don't like I say what I say about Guggen baits. You can tell me your thoughts on it. I don't care. Like, I'm not going to react and be like, they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. They're not. Are they doing shit sketchy and copying certain popular baits in the market? Sure. I don't fucking care. The fish haven't fucking seen them, and I catch fish on them. That's what matters. If you give me a fucking penis lure and it catches fish, I'll throw a dick. Fuck it.
Yep.
Like,
Listen,
I don't care.
Me too.
Listen,
I will
I've only
Texas
known
rig.
Jimmy.
I will Texas rig a pecker like nobody's business.
The real question is
I've
balls
only-
first or head first?
Oh, no.
gotta be
Well, head first, balls at the back, because you need that clapping sound.
Yeah.
gotta go back.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about loose balls on one. That's a good idea. A little knocker.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
No, a clapper. We'll call it a clapper.
Listen,
Hit me
the
up, Guggen
first-
Baits. We got your next hit.
no, that's it. No.
If there's any company out there that would
you
make
pivot.
this, it's them.
No, you pivot it. You get Paddle and Finn to put out the real knocker, and it's just the real down specific dick knocker.
We could name the colors after nationalities. So it'd be like the African.
No,
You're getting
no,
out.
no,
Stop.
no.
Before you get us canceled.
We ain't worried about being canceled. I'm worried about being chased.
No, they're going to appreciate this. We'll make that one bigger.
No. Sam's got a better name. It's the old cheek slapper.
I like it.
Hey, call the boss man. Call the boss man tonight and say this is happening tomorrow. We're announcing it. Give me the login password so you cannot say no.
Listen, you can go to Sam. Sam's a bait maker. He'll make you this cheek slapper.
Oh, dude, let me show you some shit.
Is it wrong that my first signature bait might be a penis?
No. Is it wrong that Sam made us these beautiful baits, right, in Bass and Brews colors, and then he sent them to Paul, and then forgot that Paul's fucking colorblind and couldn't see the fucking colors on it.
That's pretty hard to be a colorblind fisherman.
Look, do you know?
They bite in black and blue. Which one of these is that? Fuck, I don't know.
Do you know how hard it is to sight fish as a colorblind person? That shit ain't easy. Bitch, I can't see the fucking fish.
The fish, you can see the fish. It's just in black and gray.
See the shadows, right? You can see the shadows, right, or no?
No, it's not. It's not. No, sometimes depends on the light, but it ain't that easy.
No, I get it, man. I was actually.
You know how they make the glasses for colorblind people to see color?
Yeah, fuck those glasses.
No. I would like the backwards. I'd like to see what colorblind people see. I want to see if I can still do my normal.
All right, so I'll tell you,
they're not blind.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes, and then open them real fast.
We're all doing it. Dan,
close them again.
Close your eyes. What? What are we doing?
Now punch yourself in the nuts, and then open your eyes, and that's what it's like to be colorblind.
No, I didn't sign up for this.
You just did when you said, "Okay."
We're gonna go without the nuts. It's still bright. I'm still beautiful.
Wait. Hold on. We gotta play a quick game. Alex, Jimmy.
Yes.
Jimmy, you see Jimmy, right?
Yeah.
Bald or not?
Gimli.
Bald or not?
Oh, definitely bald.
Hell.
Yeah, I know.
Dan, bald or not?
I ain't had hair since I was 19.
Alex, bald or not?
Dan, hold on. Can you move to the right? Can I see
this shotgun round, bitch. Bald or not?
Bald. Yeah.
And my head's that big without hair.
I'd like to see you with a fro.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Look at this glorious hair. Look at this. I've gotten to the point in my career where they can't yell at me for my hair, so I haven't stopped for a haircut.
Well, what he's also not telling you is his wife makes enough money that he got plugs 5 years ago, and so
it's not true.
Not real hair.
Hey, since the mullet came back, I would totally get plugs right now just to grow a mullet again.
Here's what so the wife loves
BRB
the long
boys.
hair, right? But make sure you guys listen to our last episode. So this beautiful, luscious head of hair, right? It's probably going to be gone. Our boy Anthony from Rigged Up Outdoors is going through testicular cancer right now. And I told him on a live stream and now on a podcast, this fucking beautiful hair, I'm going to shave it in solidarity with him. My wife she was like, oh my God, that's cute. And then she was like, fuck me, that's, you're going to be bald again. Because I got a lumpy ass head. I don't have, I keep my hair because I have a lumpy ass head.
But she said, fuck me. So did you get excited about those words?
Stop, Paul. Yes, of course I did. It's been a hot minute.
So Dan,
covered
is
2% of fishing.
Dan, is this what you expected tonight?
Yeah, for sure.
Wonderful.
That's good.
So we met his expectations. Now, how do we overachieve those expectations? Do we all take our shirts off tonight?
What? I came in at the wrong time.
No, you didn't. You came in at the right time.
We were supposed to not be getting naked.
Well, so we're not getting naked,
that.
But you weren't
there
here.
was 3 rules. They weren't those rules.
Yeah, so you weren't here. But Dan, with Robert's Rules of Order, Dan said you should take your shirt off, and we seconded it, and then we voted on it and agreed. So you got to take your shirt off. Robert's Rules of Order.
I didn't witness this.
You didn't have to. You weren't here because we had a quorum because we had 3 of the 4.
Man, I just met y'all. I don't know if I'm that kind of girl.
But you're bald.
What the fuck does that matter? He's bald. Dan's bald. Dan's bald.
But he was part
Dan's
of the
more
forum.
bald than I am.
But he was part of the
There's
forum.
no like more and less bald. It's just bald.
I don't know. Have y'all ever seen the differentiations in balds?
No.
There's like Caesar. There's, a little bit going on. Yeah, I mean,
Clearly he has.
Yeah.
I definitely have no idea what you're talking about.
There's bald levels, but bald is bald.
Bald. Well, I mean, it depends. Did your balls get waxed? Did they get straight razored? Or did they get clippers with a guard? Because there's different levels of bald balls.
Oh, my balls are all natural.
Oh shit! So you got ball locks?
70s?
Yeah,
Wow.
I got full dreads. Like I got Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh hell yeah!
Got the beads and shit.
Oh,
they're
shit.
like if you unbuckle my button,
oh Lord,
I got Rasta music
Oh
going.
shit! How come nobody doesn't have their shirt off?
I'm not taking my shirt off.
Look, Alex.
Oh, you guys
This
had
has
a-
gotten weird. I'm out.
You can't leave yet. It's just a bunch of naked dudes. Well, it's just one naked dude.
Actually, there's one idiot that took it too fucking far.
Oh,
Look, we can solve this fucking problem.
Keep
All
going.
right, so
and I was just about to get naked.
see what's funny is he used to do this shit and thought it was funny, and then when I got the password, I was like,
Fuck you, dickhead! I'm back.
There's no picture, but you could just hear it in the background.
So tell me this. I'm curious. We talked about what your podcast is, what y'all done. Some of the struggles y'all had. Some ideas of what you had in the future. Does your podcast continue to be that centric part? Like what's the progression y'all see in the next maybe year or two with the podcast?
Same shit every week.
As far as our podcast goes, I would say since I took me and Dan are still equal to this. When he was gone, I changed a couple small things, and when he came back recently, I told him some things I've added kind of like y'all did the I don't remember how Alex put it, but clean up some laundry or something, whatever you said at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
But
Housekeeping.
Yeah. So a little thing like that, I've added to let people know what big tournaments are coming up if they need to sign up, stuff like that. I would like to continue to none of our segments branch out, and the way to make kayak fishing more, whatever we need, more popular, more noticeable, whatever to the rest of the world, I think is branching out into the bass boat guys. So that has always been a big I actually have a list I keep written down, and that's up there is I know bass boat guys that kayak fish: Gerald Swindle, Jordan Lee, Brian Latimer. I'd like to start when we hit our off season, and Dan can attest to this. Our off season is when we get to have fun because there's no tournaments going on, which there's starting to be more winter tournaments. Fuck you guys, because I don't want to cover them. But in the future, that's what I would like to see is us bridge the gap. Because hate Ike or love him, he's a noticeable face that does kayak fish, and he got his butt kicked a couple times at it. I think, personally, them bringing him to do that round table thing was a really good move. I know there's a bunch of folks, in our house included, that didn't like that I don't understand. You need someone big in that side of things, dabbling in this side of things to bring it all together. That's exactly what that was. And I feel like he does a good job at it. Because Ike's, again, I don't really care for Ike's content or any of that shit. But, people know who he is. So, again, go back to marketing. That's him.
He's real quick. He's genuine. He ain't over here kayak fishing
But is he?
For some clout.
Are you
But
sure?
no, he is. Yeah, 100%, dude.
Okay.
The guy's out here fishing.
I disagree.
So exactly.
too.
Not that I think this, but this is an outside looking in. Is he chasing it for clout because he's become less relevant in the boat world?
Hell no, this motherfucker ain't chasing no fucking kayak fishing for clout. The kayak fishing world compared to the real fishing world is non-existent.
No, what it is that he knows that kayak fishing is an emerging market.
Get in it while it's hot and get there and make
it while it's hot. And make himself.
I don't think that's what he's doing.
It's insane the other boaters haven't done it already.
It ain't even hot. It ain't even hot. I can go around here. There can be a kayak tournament with 70 people at the boat launch, and there's boat guys going, y'all are in kayak. They had never seen a fucking kayak bass angler in an area that I'm at, dude. I'm telling you. The guy wants to compete. He sees an opportunity to compete. He's going to compete.
All right, calm down, Mr. Jagger.
Whoa.
Bass Pro release.
It's my podcast. Don't tell me to calm down.
Bass Pro released in 2021 that they had kayak sales were almost 75% closer to boat sales. So let's
because there's more broke bitches than rich bitches.
Exactly.
There is,
and it
but
was,
what I'm saying.
And it was a COVID. You can't use that shit, dude. And Ike was doing this shit before 2021.
No,
so
that's
anyway.
a huge number. It was COVID.
Right? I know.
It was COVID, and it was everything else going on, right? People wanted to get outdoors.
Dan, you got to get in on this. You're the Mr. Technical. Bring the heat.
21, right? This is a push to where people could get outdoors affordably. They could get off the bank affordably. And then do something extra without having to deal with not only the price, but the maintenance involved. Like, I can afford a fucking bass boat, right? What I don't want to do is have to maintain that bitch and trailer it and all that other shit, right?
Well, because you drive like a Hyundai Sonata or some kind of like
they're made here.
Gremlin or something. You
can't say it's actually made in America. Fuck off.
Made in Montgomery.
Fuck off. And I have a Subaru, bitch. I'm from Berkeley.
Oh, well, excuse me, a Subaru. This bitch can't even back it up.
I like a Subaru now. But
I love a Subaru.
Yeah.
Just got rid of one.
I think him jumping on to that, he saw an emerging market. No, he was not. Fuck off.
That's fine, dude. But that's fine. But look at all of us jumping into the kayak world because, goddamn, I can be some little podunk motherfucker from South Carolina, and I'm going to jump in the kayak world and go win the damn tournament. People going to know who I am.
All right, whoa. Time. I'm taking over.
Oh,
we're getting on my edge of this. So you say that, but that's not what 90% of kayakers are doing. We're not jumping into it because of boat prices, boat cost, maintenance, and because we got a shot. The experience is better. It's easier. Yes. Not competitively is not what I'm talking about. Kayak fishing in a whole. We're getting into it because it's taken us back to the roots of why we started fishing.
Okay, and I'll rebut this. And I
like this. Boy, I was on the debate team, buddy. Bro, let's do this.
Hey, let's do it. Because I'm going to tell you right now. So the majority of people, I will agree, are in your camp. That's not me. I got into kayak fishing because I said this is a way for me to compete.
This is a way for me to be great.
Competitive. Oh, fuck no. Ain't no being great. This is a way for me to compete because I do not fun fish. I don't want to go out on a Saturday and spend 10 hours fishing just to be catching fish and fucking around. Like, I'm either in a monthly or I'm in a tournament. Like,
here's follow-up questions to your rebuttal.
But how long have you been kayak fishing? Let me finish. I got into kayak fishing because I was going back into the boat world as a non-boater at a club level. In the clubs around here, there's not a non-boater division and a boater division. So as a non-boater, I had to compete against everybody. Right. And then I saw the kayak opportunity. I was like, shit, there's a way for me to be able to compete on the same level as somebody else. Okay. I do not like to fun fish. I kayak fish. I fish because I want to whoop somebody's ass. That's why I fish.
Okay.
Compete.
So, when did you get into kayak? How long have you been kayak fishing?
I started in January of 2021.
Okay. So, and I don't mean this in a rude way.
You're almost don't apologize before you even ask
no.
questions.
Just listen. You'll get offended. I'm just covering myself.
I won't get offended. I'm not offensive. Look at me.
If you look at this from the outside looking in, from stats and perspectives, you would be considered a bandwagoner. Kayak fishing has been around since 15. You got in 21 in the height 15. Of kayak sales because they've been around since 09.
Kayak fishing. Yeah, kayak fishing been around.
Saltwater tournaments, but I don't even know the origins of that. We ain't getting into that. Bass fishing started early.
Hey, if you listen to the Paddler's Playbook episode, those guys been fishing competitively in a kayak in the saltwater world since like 2005.
Right. But bass fishing competitively, you saw the roots start to come out from 13 to 15. Maybe Drew Gregory sees this and corrects me. Because say what you want about KBF, Drew Gregory was doing great things before then. Fuck off.
Yes, he was.
So you would technically be considered a bandwagoner because at the same point Alex has is you got in during the height of the COVID outdoor recreational, what the fuck ever they call that when everybody bought campers and bicycles and kayaking.
No, I was
no, shut up, let me finish. You got into it because the view you just explained. I'm not hating your view. I'm explaining your view. You didn't get into it any earlier. You got into it when you started to see that you could have that competitive edge.
But here's the thing, though. I spent 10 years not fishing.
Me too.
I had a 10-year gap of not fishing. And then when we moved back to where we are now, I moved back to a familiar area that has Jordan, Sharon Harris, and Falls Lake. So MLF have made them famous, last year and 2 years ago. So there's a lot of lakes here to fish, but I didn't seek out kayak fishing.
No, but you admitted yourself that you saw that opportunity to be competitive.
I saw the opportunity to get into it without being handcuffed as
to being a
non-boater. Yes.
So you saw the easier route
opportunity.
In. And that's what we're talking about. I don't hate you for that. I'm just saying
it's the bear, but that's why that's why kayak fishing has exploded.
I don't think
so. No. Is slowly.
I think actually the most the growth that's coming from kayak fishing is not what you're talking about. It's not the tournament anglers.
No,
it's the recreational.
So I can say this I work with a shop. I'm very close with the owners of the shop. We talk money, we talk sales. I can tell you this: our successful shop, he's running away. What a loser!
Don't run.
Paul,
for the listeners that are listening,
hold on. I got him. No, I muted him because he's gonna go pee, and we don't need to hear you go pee. And you forgot to mute yourself.
We might be able to judge the distance of his dick based off his height.
My microphone's right here. It doesn't go potty with me. I gotta go.
All right.
I can hear y'all. Just go.
So for the people that are listening, our shop. I mean, fuck it. Shameless plug. Our shop went from a Crescent dealer first year to the #1 Crescent dealer in the country over Austin Kayak and Canoe without a website. Our shop don't fuck around. It is ran by multimillionaires. They know how to sell a product. What I know is that only 5, I think he said 6% of the sales of kayaks are to competitive kayak angling.
For sure.
Kayak angling is still a recreational sport first.
Yes.
And that's like... Now they do go hand in hand. That's what I'm trying to tell him. I'm not shaming him for how he's doing it at all.
Yeah.
It's just there's more of the people that are facing it from the competitive angle coming in is more recent from the people from the 2019 through 20 now versus people that are just getting into competitive angling because
I could hear you while I was going because I had my headphones.
I agree. So like and hence why, you know what? like full breakdown of the show, right? This is why I brought specifically Paul in, right? Like, so I got into kayak angling 2013, which is still probably early-ish.
We
right?
consider that OG in most situations.
No,
Okay.
but he just thought about getting a kayak angling at that time.
Hold on. No, so but it was to
Matter of fact, I had a
did wanna-
damn kayak in 2015. So if we want to go there, we can go all the way back. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay, but it wasn't for tournaments, right? It was an accessible way to get on the water, and again, this is why I bring Paul on. Where's he at? Over there. Paul, high five. Give me a high five, Paul. Oh, he's all
I mean,
sad.
can I have a high five? I think I love
Yeah, I
it.
did.
Yeah.
We got to do down low. Boom.
You, Alex.
So
I'm locking Alex
So-
out. Jimmy, you're in. Alex, you're going.
Here's
you're in
why
too.
I brought
Fuck
him
Alex.
on, though. He brings a different perspective, right? Like, my perspective was about, I like to make videos. I like to video edit. I like to, like, catalog. I like content creation. And not in a douchey way. Like, I like doing that shit. And not only the easiest way, because I've been on boats before, and it's super fun. But once I caught, I borrowed my in-laws. They had like sit-in kayaks, right? I rolled out in that bitch, and God, that thing fucking sucks. Like it was a ocean kayak.
But tell me this: when you got in
kayak.
it in the beginning, it was the coolest fucking thing. It didn't
No,
suck
yeah.
until you got in something nice.
No. Actually, when I first got into it, I was like, this might not be a good fit for me because it was a ocean kayak that I brought on a freshwater lake. So it's like it's got the fucking swim bladder that you got to put over you. You know what I mean? Like
Jesus,
it had the neoprene, right?
you're like in a
But-
14-foot wave cutter.
Exactly. But when I caught my first, I caught a pickerel. My first ever was a
Jackfish.
pickerel.
Jackfish.
Jackfish, as he says, but it was a big one. And when I felt the boat move, and I felt like the fight was more because there was
You're close to
movement involved. I'm close to it, right? And when that bitch jumped next to the boat, hit down, and shot off the other way, right? And then drove me, like I literally remember being like, whoop, and I had to like swing all the way over. I was like, no, this is how I want to do this.
Dude,
This
and-
is how I want to experience this fishing.
This bitch
Same-
had a 10-inch jackfish
It doesn't
tipped
matter.
over in his in-laws ocean.
Because the
kayak.
damn thing's
That's what
7 inches wide, dude. I understand.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
It was 18 foot long, 7 inches wide. It flipped him over, and he flipped around back and didn't even know
This
what
is
he
the
was
greatest thing ever.
Star-studded. Dude, same thing for
Listen.
me. Like, so I fished all through high school. We had a John boat, me and my buddy. All my shit got stolen. And I mean, I come from a broke family. So when it got stolen, I was like, well, cool. I just won't fish anymore. It's not a big deal. You know, fast forward 12, whatever years, my brother-in-law takes me kayak fishing. I'm in an Ascend D10, sit inside.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've got one spinning rod with me. Third cast, I fucking hook a 3.5 pounder, which is like at the time when I reeled it in, you know, and it's moved, like you said, dude, dragging the
That's a
boat
big
around
fish.
the fucking pylon. Pulled it up. It was 18.25 because he measured it because I didn't know what the fuck that mattered.
Right.
And he's like, dude, it's a good fish. And I was like, this, whatever. And I threw it back. And then, like, after I got home, it was just like, it all sank in. And that's what got me into kayak fishing. Is it's, you know, closer to the action, closer to the
Personal.
water. Yeah, it really is.
It's personal.
Yeah.
It's emotional, too. I cry every time I catch a 20.
When I
No, you don't,
When
bitch.
I,
You average 20 where y'all live.
when
We
I
could.
caught,
Dan does. Dan
I-
catches some donkeys.
Look, let me tell you
like
something.
in New Jersey, these fish don't get too big, right?
Yeah,
But when
he's
I caught my like
13 is his big fish up
Way
there.
over. No. Like my I mean
My
PB
pecker's
is
longer than
almost
his
7.
biggest bass.
Yeah, if you divide it by
But-
4.
When I caught like
Well,
the
we ain't
first
cutting
big
them a
one,
pecker
right?
now. I need
Like this this fish carried me over, right? And I wasn't in a pedal kayak. This is just straight paddle, right? And this thing carried me, and it was a legit 10-minute fight. Legit 10-minute fight. When I brought that thing up, I legitimately, I was trying to be quiet because there were some boats around me, and I was in kind of a secretive spot. But when I pulled that fish up, like I fucking literally went like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This is fucking awesome!" Because this thing had like yanked me, and it was a full real fight. Because there's a lot of bass fishing, right? Like where we just crank these motherfuckers up, and I feel like in kayak fishing there's a difference because you have that give and flow, and I don't know, that's what like sold me on it, not Paul's.
No, yeah, I feel you because like, when was the last time you saw a bass drag a bass boat around?
Yeah, exactly.
Never. If it does, holy shit! Like,
I don't know. It's OHIV.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
For sure.
And so I get that, right? Like I love being outdoors. I love the connection to nature and all that. But nothing of what y'all just said about being closer to the water and blah blah to nature, I don't give a fuck. I want to catch fish, and I want to catch big fish.
He calls himself an outdoorsman.
That's what I want to do. And you know what? And you know what? If I want to take home 5 fucking bass, largemouth bass, and eat those motherfuckers, I'ma do it. Because
I don't care about that.
What the fuck I can do.
Now, if you take home
Nobody
5
said anything
bass, you
about
better
that.
not take home a fucking like 23.
Bitch, if it is 10 pounds and it's legal to take home and eat, that's like 18 fillets.
But okay, look, I feel that there are better.
You seen how big?
We get on a totally
eyeball-
another subject.
Yeah.
There are better tasting fish than a fucking bass. If you can catch a 10-pound bass, you can catch a fucking mess full of crappie or gills, and they taste.
I'm gonna
way
tell you
better.
right now,
Fight me.
a 3-pound bass tastes way worse than fucking 4 1-pound crappie.
First of all, if the fish is over 14 inches, I ain't taking a bass. I ain't taking it home to eat. I'm just fucking with y'all.
Sure.
But for people
feel
to
you.
say that largemouth bass tastes like
They don't
mud
taste
or
good.
tastes like trash,
No, I'm not saying that.
You
No, no.
motherfuckers ain't damn. Look, y'all
Can't
Alex,
cook. That's what that is.
right. Look, here's the deal. I can understand Alex. He's from fucking New Jersey. He don't know how to fry fish. But y'all down here from the fucking South, y'all gonna sit here and tell me that we can make a fillet of bass and we can make a fillet of crappie and put them side by side. Who's gonna be able to tell the difference? Who?
You're right. They won't, because you fried that bitch. Every fish
I
is
could do
good
it.
fried.
I could do it. I guarantee you I could
We
do
Southern.
it.
We can do it.
Right. We country. We ain't just Southern.
It's
we
all
country.
fried, bitch. You guys fry pickles,
but there
and hot
are
dogs
people-
and weird shit.
You just mad because y'all didn't fucking figure it out first.
They did give us
Figure out
biscuits
what?
and gravy, which the country
How to get
people
fatter?
did.
My butthole
blame.
appreciates you. Thank you.
But anyway,
Danny,
man,
hold
we
on. Dan, you had Paul interrupted you. You had a comment on this. What do you got?
I was just going to say, everybody has their own way into kayak fishing, and they all get different things from it. That's okay. Like,
No, yeah.
my story and everybody's story is different. And Paul, if you got into it, for terrible reasons, that's fine.
I want to make it very clear that I want to make it very clear, just because your listener base is not my usual listener base, is I don't hate on any reason you get into it. If you catching it to feed your family, fucking hammer them. If you're wanting to be the best kayak angler in the country, fucking smack on them.
That's right.
It doesn't matter. We're just talking, semantics and shit here. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
I'm glad you're outside. I'm glad you're kayak fishing. I'm glad you're bringing eyes to the sport. I'm just giving him shit because they brought me here to talk shit. That's.
But specifically, we said to come here, have a good time, and talk shit. Dan said
Specifically,
hey,
you said be unfiltered.
Well, Dan said, "Hey, do you mind if
Oh,
I
we
bring
got
my co-host? If I bring my co-host Jimmy?" I'm like, "Well, hell yeah! If he's fine with talking shit and having a good time." He's like, "Yeah, I think he's okay with that."
Thank you, Dan.
But I have listened.
I copy
to
it. He said, "What's this all about?" I copy and pasted that. He said, "Yeah, let's do it."
I feel like I need this like once a month to get in my
I mean,
right
it's
mind.
great. I mean, you're gonna have to do it once a week because Paul's getting fired for you. So
I mean, I'm in. You just
Yeah,
give me
I
a
know.
T-shirt and we'll call it even.
But here's the problem.
Yeah,
You
I'll
and
buy
I
you a
are two.
T-shirt.
This motherfucker ain't bought me a T-shirt yet.
Speaking
I
of,
just
I had
stepped up
somebody
the ladder.
message me saying, "Hey, Brian owes me a T-shirt from the podcast." I was talking about that earlier. I had somebody message me
Unsettled debts.
today. Hey, man, Brian owes me a T-shirt. Do you know
Hey.
if I'm ever going to get that?
Text message me and tell me who it is. I think I know who it is.
Hey, that's some Ike Live shit right there. I won something off Ike Live, but I ain't got it yet. Just like a year later, it's like, oh shit, we forgot to send that out.
I won
That's
something
because they
one
just
time.
put it straight in the trash.
Yeah, they sent me like a whole prize pack one time. It was pretty good.
With every Abu Garcia reel, they put all the trash in one spot.
I just gave it all away. I mean,
All right,
it's-
because we're talking shit, and we're gonna sidetrack a little bit, and I'm taking over for a second. What's your brands of choice, rod and reel? Go, Paul.
Rod right now is cashing because they're the
Trash. I'm totally kidding. I love cash and rods.
headquarters is 15 minutes from the house, and I go by
I feel
there
that.
all the damn time.
Feel that.
And
I
then
don't like those grips. But
Really?
I have like, you know, I work on a computer. I guess.
Oh.
I got,
I say I got
softer
the rough hands.
yeah.
Fucking chair force. Like I can't deal with.
Oh, God.
Fucking money force, bitch. Making that brain money. Y'all making that back money.
I mean, y'all can't knock him there. I'm
You know,
pretty
we
sure he
all
makes
made
more
the
money than the
same
rest of
money,
us.
bitch. We were all
Hey.
the same rank.
Hey, Alex is just mad because he has to share
I ain't mad at
a
all.
sink / toilet. It's one and
Oh,
the
did you see
same
that new
with
one?
4
Did
other
you see
guys
that?
in his bunkhouse.
No, 7. There's 7 of us in a birthing area, and we're all over 34. It's like
and y'all all feel it
Oh.
whenever one of them jerks off. All y'all's beds move.
no, dude. You got to learn how to like do a tuck and roll.
I feel like we're tapping into Dan's older end
No,
of
this
comedy.
this is,
Yeah.
this is Navy
Yeah.
Navy Coast Guard shit. I've heard stories about
Hey,
this.
Yeah, dude.
Hey.
You got to tuck and roll.
Hey.
You don't want to. So the
In the live.
racks-
In the live, this is green room in the live.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
so
Actually, this would be
So-
great if it was live on YouTube right now. Thanks,
Shut the
Alex.
fuck up.
Fucking asshole.
anyways, you've got to just make sure your back's not on the other one because then they can't hear you. You know, me popping that other side. So you just move over and make sure your curtain's all the way closed. You're fine.
All right.
So
yeah. It's not like the Navy. They don't have curtains. They have binoculars. And
they
everybody
just hold each other's
You
dick.
just watch your buddies.
I can't
doing
speak. I can't speak. I'm not military. I'm gonna shut up.
Exactly. Get the
yeah,
fuck out of here.
yeah.
No, I'm gonna shut up. My whole
Jimmy-
family
Jimmy,
was
if you-
it, and I decided not to stroke those
If-
wieners.
If you have not
Mm.
served, you better not say nothing. They're gonna be people knocking down your door, ready to.
They
slap
can
you across the
fucking bring it because outside of the Rangers and the Recon, I'm not worried about it.
face.
Come knock.
Hey, did you know who won last year's sniper competition?
Probably
out
the
of all the
SEALs because they
branches.
went through recon training.
Actually, it was the Coast Guard.
Well, that's impressive. You know, shooting a bottle
Yeah,
cap at
so
100
go
yards
fuck
with a
yourself.
22. But was it
No,
you?
no.
But was it you? Have you shot a gun since basic training?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
bitch didn't even get a gun in
Multiple
basic
times.
training.
I'm
They had
fucking.
to learn how
I'm
to
playing.
swim
Hey,
in basic
hey, hey,
training.
hey,
not
hey,
shoot a
hey, hey! I'm
gun.
fucking
Oh,
playing.
we're getting aggressive.
I
now.
respect
No,
all of our
apologies.
services. My
I
whole
know you
family's Army or Marines. I love all the services. Thank you for protecting our
Listen,
freedom.
if we
I'm
can
just
take
running my
anything
mouth.
out of this podcast, we can say that that Jimmy specifically said he hates the military and he doesn't support anybody.
You send me a
And I'm
DM.
gonna
Send
mark
me a
that down.
DM. Send me a DM and we'll settle it however you'd like to.
This
I'm
might
gonna
be
mark
it-
that down.
hey,
That's
one of those
the
Joe
only
Rogan out of
promotional.
context things.
Send all your hate mail to Brian Schiller about Jimmy.
Oh,
Exactly.
please don't. He'll
Listen,
drive down
we're
from
gonna turn this
Chicago and
into a-
kick my ass.
Hey, just so you guys know, Paddle and Finn doesn't support military.
That is bullshit. I will
kidding.
fuck around with a lot of things, but we are very pro-military.
We know.
I
We're just.
know you are.
I know. Hey,
we're
people might only listen to your show for 4 seconds and they
That's
hear
right,
Jimmy
that's right.
hates military.
Listen, if they're in for 2 hours and 4 minutes and 43 seconds, and that's what they get, that's a fucking good poll.
They know.
What are we doing? The draft is going on here.
Oh yes,
What
they
draft?
start at 8.
Yeah, NFL draft.
NFL.
I got drafted to the Patriots.
For what?
As
Is
a
there
cheerleader?
leprechaun? Is there a leprechaun?
Well, yeah, they got to have some kind of luck since they don't have Brady.
All right, Dan, what were you talking about? What was?
I know we do. Dan has said like 8 things tonight, and we've interrupted him on all 10 of them.
All right, everybody listen to Dan. Go.
I'm a listener. I don't know. I don't know what I was saying.
Dan likes to
Well,
watch.
Dan, it's your time. Just talk.
I want Dan's perspective on what we were talking about earlier. Like, we were talking about how Paul got into kayak fishing, Alex, me, why, the reasons, what we see as pushing the sport now through the crazy times of 2021. What is your take on it? Because we really don't talk about this on our show, so this is fresh.
Yeah. Because Dan, you competitive fish hard, right?
And he's good.
But he's not that good. He makes multiple teams.
They don't give these trophies to anybody, motherfucker. No.
Oh, that guitar! You got a guitar trophy for fishing?
Some of his clear ones are trophies over here. And,
oh, Bo, I'm colorblind. I can't see all that.
Yeah.
Oh dear
But
God!
anyway,
I'm okay.
But
A lot
anyway,
of shit I won, they didn't even give out trophies. I never.
But Dan, you're a competitive angler. I mean, that's when we hear this podcast, you're always, I fish this tournament, I fish. You're there, so you're a competitive angler. That's your number one gig, right?
He's taking the Gerald Swindle approach.
Yeah. No, I love. I mean, it's what I do. I fish competitively. Like I fished at University of Montebello. They're ranked number 1. I was president of that team whenever I went back to school, and I've been fishing competitively since like 2008 from a bass boat to 15. Then I got in a kayak. So I mean, Central Alabama is that's what I do. You know, I love to fish tournaments and fish, and I don't know, but
why did you move to kayak and not big boat?
Yeah, in 15 I was getting my MBA. And
because he sank a Ranger on Pickwick.
Yeah, we were fishing that Cabela's Boat US National Championship, and I wrecked it. We were going 60 flat out, and I hit something submerged in 20 feet of water. Spun out, threw out my partner. He skipped across the water.
Holy shit!
And
when you say skipped, it makes me laugh. It's not a funny situation, but I just picture a guy like.
I don't know how I held on to the thing, but it spun all the way out. And then as we're spinning, every time we go around, I see him skipping. You know, oh, there he is again. There he is again.
You good?
Yeah.
You still good?
He got in another boat with LSU, and he went and weighed in 22 pounds for our fish. And I was out there in a broke dick boat, like bilge pumps going, motors fucking gone. You know,
have you ever drafted over to find your meter, your motor?
I did. I have no idea what we hit.
Because some fucking redneck saw that happen and fucking pulled your motor up.
It pulled your motor off?
It took everything right. I mean, I don't know how we didn't hit the bottom of the hole, but everything right below the bottom of the hole, it just sheared off that part of the boat. That part of the motor.
Was it standing timber, or was it like a floating log? Do you even know?
No idea. I trolled around trying to find it. Couldn't find it.
Well,
I have no idea.
Listen.
That's fucking crazy. 20 foot of water. You just don't hit. Like, I mean,
I was in the
channel. And you probably know the lake, so it's not like you're running and standing timber.
Like, don't let DP fool you. Pickwick's his fucking shit. This man talked me onto fish over the phone. Like, Pickwick is his lake.
Yeah.
I listen, I will say, at least for your family, thank God you're just doing kayaks, because it sounds like you're a shit boater.
I'll move on from that, but it's true. It hurt. But then we had a kid at the same time. My wife, she said, after I crashed the boat, I sold it, got it fixed and sold it. And then my wife said, you know what? If you quit smoking, you can get a new boat. And then that bitch got pregnant, and I'm still not sure if it was mine. No, I'm kidding. It's my kid, but
Is that your still
exclusive?
Hold up, is she still your wife? Is this still your wife?
Oh yeah, she's a sweet lady.
I'm kidding.
Oh look,
No,
is she gonna listen to this podcast? Because you
No, she don't listen.
Oh,
to
this
him,
is
I'm
where I
sure.
mark this down. This is where I mark this down. As a pro.
They're gonna fucking
What?
PM
Hey,
her this
yeah,
podcast, dude.
what's her name?
Oh, yeah.
What's her name so we can tag her?
None of your
Yeah.
fucking business.
I'm just
But
kidding.
then-
We would never do no shit like that. We bros before
Yeah,
wives.
but
you know what I
she,
mean?
I quit smoking.
No,
and
I'm gonna put this on Instagram.
I got a kid. I got a kid instead of a boat, and then after that, I knew I was never going to get a boat, so I got a kayak. I've been kayaking
All right.
since.
Nice. But you do fish a lot of national tournaments, so you're a. I mean,
PK.
you're a you're a PKA.
Yeah.
No, I really fish more locally. I fish the KFL stuff, but
I'm gonna
next
go ahead
year-
and throw this out here, and I'm gonna throw the
Yeah.
dirt on your club. I think if y'all's AOI standings worked a different way, I don't think they could touch Dan.
Mm.
If they didn't score the way they scored, and they do these, what do y'all call it, throwdowns?
Yeah. Well, we have our it's a whole thing, but it's,
You can be innocent. They can come after me. I think Dan's one of the best. Dan, is it Coley?
yeah. Well, Lane.
No, Coley's just stupid good. It's not fair. But like Dan's like one of the best anglers in the state for sure. And the only reason he hasn't AOI'd in his club is because of the like you can fish one of these 4-hour throwdowns and like he didn't do good last year and it fucking kicked him out of the top of it. It's stupid.
Oh.
So they
No, it's-
they have your.
Oh,
they
you
have-
guys go from you guys max everybody up, and then put them into like a head-to-head kind of deal.
No, it's just regular points, but it's fine. No, we because I'm a committee member.
You're
it's
modest.
fine.
You're
I
modest.
do. I do.
because he said
perfectly
because
good.
I'm a committee member, it's cool. That was the
All right.
Marshawn Lynch
No.
thing. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Dan,
we have a
you
lot.
don't
We have
have
a
to talk.
we have a lot of great anglers. I do well though, but in national tournaments, like I got a small check in that Pickwick Bass tournament last year, but the Hobie event that just happened on Eufaula, I fucking zeroed. You know, and I had a great
But-
practice, but
But
every
Wow,
Hobie event,
Bill.
I've sucked
Yeah.
in every Hobie event I've ever fished. So
Dude, I suck in every tournament I fish. I have the greatest pre-fishing, and it just doesn't happen. Dan was with me. We fished the same ramp. He went the other way. I showed up to my ramp last year at Pickwick. I made one cast, caught a 7-pounder. Made a second cast 30 minutes later, caught a 3.5-pound smallmouth in the same spot. Left. Showed up the next day. Local guy was fishing my spot that was not in the tournament and was like, dude, I caught a couple of 5s and some 4s. And I was like, God damn it.
Dude, that story is so good. You show up and there's 2 local guys. Wasn't that story, right?
Yeah, and
no
I
idea.
love these
I
guys.
had no
like
idea. I had
they're
no idea
super-
a tournament was going on. And you're like, oh yeah, we wrecked them last night. We've been fishing here since
Yeah, I asked
yesterday. I wrecked them. And you're like,
I was like, what time did y'all get here? He's
"Oh."
like 5 o'clock. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
you get on them? He's like, man, we wrecked them. And my heart just sank. And I was like, well, there's no fucking reason for me to be here right now.
But
I caught 3 fish all day.
That's one of my funniest. That's one of the funniest shits I hear because you've told that story numerous times.
Because it does get
It
brought
is
up a lot.
funny as
I hate
fuck.
telling
Yeah,
it over and
it's
over
funny
again,
as
but
fuck.
it's just
But
an,
funny. as
it's
heck.
my luck.
Yeah.
Like anybody
But
that knows me that fishes with me, I can fish. I can catch fish, just not at the right time. Like I can't put that part of the puzzle together. That's why we're fishing the KBF on Gunnersville Saturday. I'm not pre-fishing. We're not looking at the lake. We've got a fucking
Just going
damn
up and
damn good spot that was on 2 weeks ago for the full moon. New moon's Saturday or Friday night. We should absolutely fuck them up Saturday. I guarantee you we fuck it up somehow. I guarantee it.
Look, I'll tell you this: if they're not shallow, they are still there. You just got to go deeper, dude. You gotta
So
go deeper.
this place that we're at,
Just
you
telling
can
you.
roll in, you put your paddle up and just sit for 5 minutes because you don't realize how many fish you spook. I have never seen so many fish on a spawning flat, actively spawning. My buddy rolled to a different area, looking at 8s and 9s easy actively laying their eggs, and it was the first wave of spawners. There are no post-spawn fish. And it's got deep water, current, and spawning flats. I have high hopes that he will fuck them up because he is a fucking amazing Tennessee angler. I will screw it up somehow, but I'm going to be there.
But
So it'll be a good story.
Are you sight fishing, or is it too dingy to sight fish, or too deep, or how's that?
With the lack of rain we've had, it's 1.5 to 2 foot deep. It should be crystal
so
clear
you should be
for
able to
about a
see it.
mile.
Okay.
But you've also got a deep channel swing that should have a little color to it. So you have post spawn and pre spawn, like staging, and then a flat. So we should be able to wreck them, and that's why I didn't pre-fish, because I'm sure I'd wreck them tomorrow.
Yeah,
they're gonna be there. We're gonna see.
Now, do you have to worry about bass boats getting there before you, or Friday tournaments?
When the lake is flooded, this area is maybe 2 feet deep. They can't get in it. They go past this flat and continue up, and then when they get to their ending point, there is a beaver dam that's blown out that you basically have to like push pull over, and when you push pull over it, it gets deep water again, and there's some donkeys.
I would say
you spots on Gunnersville. They're too shallow for boats to get to. That's like
love
the
that
only
lake.
good spots. Yeah.
Fucking love that lake.
So I fished the Hobie at Santee, and I went into, we'll call it a backwater, but I went to a place.
Shad.
I went to a place. I was like, this probably isn't going to be good, but it was a way to get to the spot that I wanted to fish, but it was a place that boats couldn't get. So I'm going there. I go in there, I fish it, I get blah, blah, blah. I miss fish. Blah, blah, blah. Well, later that day, I'd be fucking damned if there's not a fucking boat coming through this bitch. And like, I'm in a Hobie PA 14. I've got the pedals out and I'm paddling to follow this little creek bed through this fucking backwater bullshit. Oh, motherfucker comes in here in like a damn 20-foot Triton. I'm like, how in the fuck? These places that you think bass boats can't get, they cannot get there because either they don't want to or they scared to.
It's
like
mostly a don't
bass
want to
boats,
thing.
Yeah,
because
those bass boats can go places that you wouldn't believe. I mean,
a lot of the areas that I go in is because they're not willing to put the effort in.
That's right. But if you got a power pole over an old dam or something, that's different. But
no, even our flat, dude. Like our flat's 50 yards wide, 3/4 of a mile long. You don't want, and like literally, like you come around a channel swing and it goes from 10 to 1. You don't want to push pole a mile. I mean, if you're competitive and you know what you're doing, it benefits you too, but they don't. They literally like look at us as they round the corner and keep going.
Yeah. They're going.
I've been there one time. It's one of my buddies' honey holes, and like, I understand why he keeps his secret. Like, I love spawn fishing. I love sight fishing. I have done a lot of great of both of those, and I've never been in a situation like we were all within 10 yards of each other, and we're all on different fish. Like I had a female with 2 males. This guy had a female with 2 males. This guy had a female with 3 males. And we were all, I could spit on them. Like, it is a golden ticket. It is. And like the boats don't even try. They go past us, go up the creek. They're like, nah, and they leave. And then if this doesn't work out, you go up and you go in the fucking gold.
There's nothing better. I think I'm different from Paul and maybe you guys. So I fish a tidal bass water fishery, right? And
in Jersey or Cali?
Jersey. Yeah. So
what was that, St. John's? No, that's not. Wrong state.
Wrong state. I'm not going to talk about it either. But
it's a Delaware River, right?
Not even that one.
The Del Dubs.
Nope, not Delaware either. So I'm literally all right. So we'll break this down. I'm in South Jersey. I'm like, God, how much do I want to give out here? I'm not on the Delaware River. I'm oceanside. Like we're talking like right now it kills me because right now I could shift from bass fishing to striper fishing is how close to the ocean I am.
I need to get y'all down here in the South, bro. We do that in freshwater.
You guys banging out. Listen, all right, that's a green show room comment. But anyways, so I hit these spots, right? And I will watch boats. And as I like move my kayak in and I go to do my thing, they're like, yo, what are you doing? You bluegill fishing?
Yep.
And I'm like, literally, that's what it is. Like, yep, I'm bluegill or crappie fishing, right? That's what I tell them. But when I get in there, there's monster fucking bass in there. Like, it's fucking insane. But the low tide is what gets them, right? Because they're restricted to the channel. They're restricted to like.
Here comes that fucking spoon.
It's quiet.
Okay, go ahead.
They're restricted. There's a spoon. They're restricted to like 8 feet, right? And I can move in way skinnier, and I get way more fish in them. And then when they try to roll through at high tide, there's a couple guys that'll roll through in bass boats on where I fish, but they have to wait till high tide. It's a whole fucking different game at high tide. Like high tide is literally the worst where I'm at to fish at because there's just so much room for them. They become less predictable.
All right, so Alex is talking about catching 2-pound fish is like, the biggest fish he's gonna catch. So Dan, tell us about what's your favorite bedding bait? As Sam Dam asked.
Just a Senko. I mean, I'll throw a Senko around anywhere. I'm really kind of this year I've really sized down my tackle and my baits, and I feel like it's made me more efficient and better. So probably just Senko.
Are you throwing it wacky, weightless?
Yeah, either a 5-inch, just a Texas rig, weightless stick bait. It's an X Zone True Center stick because I'm with X Zone, or I use a Z-Man Bang stick. That's the one I use. Nico rig. Now I'll just the smallest weight, the smallest Z-Man shrooms weight that they sell, and throw that. It's pretty much a wacky worm.
Do you throw any flick shake? No, do you do any flick shake?
No, I bought some whenever they first came out, and I don't think I ever threw them. But if it's a Senko, if it's a worm, I'm either like flipping it to a bed or something. It's either going to be a Texas rig or a Nico. And that's just based on if I think they're line shy, or if
why would you go Nico over the flick shake?
Well, just for either a Texas rig, I would throw that because I throw it on 17-pound line, so that would either be a round cover, or if I don't think they're line shy or it's just a big, and I would go the Nico, super light Nico. If it's just open water, I'm not worried about them getting wrapped up.
All right. That's fair enough.
So the question, Jimmy, was what's your favorite bedding bait? Oh my God, we didn't ask for you to fucking
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up.
I mean, the only man here.
Hush.
Chocolates and lube.
The only man here with a professional microphone is the one talking the worst.
I'll give you that. No, my favorite bed fishing bait. This is very like cheap and like it just works as the Zoom Ultra Vibe Speed Craw. But I use it in conjunction with other baits. So when you're sight fishing and bed fishing, I'm not worried about line diameter, line shyness. When they're locked in, they don't give a shit. Like I've bed fished with a Huddleston 10-inch bait, they'll bite it. You have to judge their mood. So what I usually do is throw like a big brush hog or a big like Guggen craw, hate them, whatever, fuck it. And you just get them aggravated. And there is something about in the springtime and Alabama craw, Zoom Ultra Vibe Speed craw, that's like my finisher. Like when I get them to the point where I'm like, okay, you're going to flare up, you're going to eat it. I put that on.
Paul's writing this shit down.
He is, isn't he?
Look, I ain't over here. I ain't over here trying to not learn something and put this shit in my toolbox. Shit.
So a lot
I
of
don't think I ask professionals on this podcast.
man, I'm far
That's
from
right.
it, brother.
Good luck with that.
So I'll tell you. So where I'm bed fishing, a lot of times I got grass, and it's like open areas. I still
Like
don't
reefer?
bed fish. Yes, tons of reefer. You smoke it and then you catch fish in it.
Man,
But
oh,
I still don't fish it with braid. I use braid main line, and then I use fluoro leader. When I'm bed fishing, I usually don't go under 17 or 20, just because the first thing they're going to do in my area when they bite is they run in the grass.
Yeah.
And I use a 17 to 20 pound Sunline FC Sniper, and it's great. I love it. But yeah, the Ultra Vibe Speed craw, Guggen craw, but I've bed fished with, like I said, it's like a process for me, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but I've kind of played with it. I can usually, if they're not roaming, if they're locked, I can usually catch it. So I usually start with something big, Huddleston, Gantrel, bluegill, like something you wouldn't think of throwing. Let's see how they react to that. Step it down, full-size brush hog, 4-inch craw, lizard, see how they're reacting. And then I work my way down. And usually as you're working way down, you've pissed them off so much that they bite. Little tip that Russ Snyder's gave me, I don't mind giving this nugget of information out. If you're ever getting, I don't know how much y'all sight fish. Have you ever gotten where they'll bite, but they won't commit? They won't flare. They just, when they do that, he gave me like a 1 ounce fucking jig head with a musky paddle tail, grub. Sorry. Like, this bait looks absolutely stupid. I was like, what do you want me to do with this? He was like, when they do that shit, smack them in the fucking chin with it. I was like, okay. Literally on Lake Fork, that happened. They'd look at it. Not snagging them. No. You don't snag. You smack them in the chin and then drop it. And when it hits the down, they go back dazed and they look down at it, flare out, boom, they eat it. Like, they're like, oh, you fucking hit me? Fuck you. but it's a process for me. But yeah, I'd say like the ultimate finisher, Ultra Vibe Speed craw. Fucking good craw. And they don't tear up. $4 and they'll last you all year.
So yeah, and so that's interesting, that approach you take, because some people are going to go in there, they're going to throw some kind of white beaver bait, crawl bait. They're going to throw a Cinco, maybe a Ned rig. If that fish doesn't bite in those 4 or 5 or 6 casts, they're going to move on. It sounds like you really dial in and try to figure out how
I can say this,
that
that it sounds technical. I've only spent more than 30 minutes on one fish, and I spent 30 minutes on her and caught her, but I only spent 6 on the next one, literally the same day, because I learned something.
So you patterned it like you would a dock fish. You figured out,
and it doesn't always work that way, but yeah, kind of. Like, I saw, okay, like this one didn't like this one didn't like that, but this is the one that made her flare up, so I'm going to start with that on the next one. But same sense, yeah, you're right. Kind of a pattern, but because I don't follow my little like big bait down all the time. That's kind of how I start. Because like when I go sight fishing, like what we'll probably use Saturday, I'll start that on one, but I won't follow that through all of them. I learn from each one.
So any of you assholes that made it to 2 hours in like 23 minutes, you just got some. You just got some. One of my favorite, not favorite turn, the juice, the fucking stupid ass. goddamn.
Dan, you can't use the juice anymore. We just got shamed. We got fat shamed.
Yeah, the juice. Y'all just got some nuggets here from the paddle and fin guys. All right,
The nuggets.
Look at here. We're about to hit the shotgun round. A Bass and Brew
Shotgun
podcast. Your weekly.
I don't know what that means, but I'm going to salute it.
Your weekly distraction from podcast content like paddle and fin, motherfuckers. So here we go. I'm going to ask a question. Oh Lord. What the fuck do you want now, Alex? You little fucking munchkin. All right, I'm going to ask a question. Look, we love each other. We talk shit. I'm going to ask a question. Since both of y'all are new to the podcast, you each have to answer. This ain't no, let me think about it, or this and that, or blah, blah, blah. Just
Dan goes first.
Blurt the shit that comes out of your mouth. And if you like my boys, Drew and Chris, when we did this, Drew goes, oh, Lord, the shotgun round. Well, damn, Chris going to need like 10 cases of ammo because he can't just answer it. Just answer the fucking question. If it's a good answer, we'll move on. If your answer sucks, we're going to break the fuck out of you. Regardless, this is your time to shine. Jimmy, are you falling asleep on us?
No, I'm just kicking back, dude. I got a fun chair.
Listen. Right. But I want to make sure we're clear. I think this is the first time we've done it with two hosts, right?
No,
so
it's not. Make sure. It's not. No.
Well, the first time since I've been on.
No.
You guys both have to answer. So
yeah.
Start with Dan.
I just.
Or do we have to answer simultaneously?
I just said that.
Get to it.
Look, let's go. Dan's tired. He's ready to go to bed. His wife's mad at him. So is mine.
She's ready to play with this pickle.
Yeah, her cooter's not going to play with itself.
Oh, Jesus.
I have no idea what just happened, but Crocs or flip-flops?
Crocs.
Hell, yes.
Ew.
I win this argument.
Yeah.
Texas or wacky?
Wacky.
Well, Texas.
I thought, okay.
Texas for bigs, wacky for numbers.
No, we don't need an explanation, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
What? 2 yeses? You know what? This hold up. Nope. This shit is over. Y'all are gone. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna bring you back. That is fucked up. We have never had 2 people say yes.
That's Hawaiian's good. Yeah.
Because they're not cultural.
Hell yeah.
A good deep dish Hawaiian? Yeah.
Oh, deep dish. You like piece of casserole? In a 3-hour session, you want to catch 5 2-pounders or 1 7-pounder?
1 7.
5 2s.
Whoa! Oh,
the tug is the drug.
Listen,
Jimmy.
Slow jams or hype music?
Slow jams.
Oh,
are you both? Shit. Oh, that's so cute. You guys have the same answer.
Hey, have you
we're adorable.
Have you ever eaten beaver?
Yes, I have. No, what?
Have you ever eaten beaver?
How did Mandy answer us? No, not since college.
Twice since Sunday.
Mandy's my wife.
I know. I'm kidding.
And her name is Amandy. Regardless of how she spells it, that's what we call it. That's right. All right. Do you eat largemouth bass? Do you eat it? Yes or no?
No.
Yes.
Jimmy? Alex Rudd, overrated or underrated?
Under.
Perfectly rated.
No. All right.
Over.
All right.
No. Over or under? Over or under?
I'll go under. I like Alex Rudd.
He's got great content.
He puts in a lot of work, and I really appreciate that.
All right, this right here now, Alex is going to ask this question, but this right here has been the question that has ended careers. This right here has made
I screwed my career before this.
This right here, look, you motherfuckers coming on this podcast has fucked your legacy up on Pat on Fiend. You're probably going to get fired tomorrow.
I could only wish.
I don't have a contract. It'd be all right.
But regardless, if y'all do get fired, I'm pretty sure that Bass and Brews would welcome y'all.
I got a job lined up, baby.
There we go.
Jimmy's already lined up. Dan,
Yeah.
sorry, you're stuck with Paul.
Oh, that sucks.
We're doing. Listen, we're doing wife swap.
Minus the wives. Just
Do I have
the
to wear a
dude.
dress on my first episode?
No,
Yes.
Alex
I
is
mean, I
the one
will.
that wears the dress.
Oh, sweet. I'll wear a
Look,
tux.
he even wears a bra.
I mean, he's got nice little man
It's called
titties.
a brosier.
All right,
Psycho.
this right here has been a question that has made people become infamous or infamous. If you have ever watched The Three Amigos, Alex, take it away, Hoss.
Listen, every fisherman loves a good sandwich.
Angler.
Every time he interrupts me.
Angler,
But
motherfucker.
what
Angler.
are your three? Danny, you're first. What are your top three sandwich proteins?
It's a sandwich.
And
It's
go.
not a sandwich.
Proteins
It's a
only,
sandwich.
right?
Protein.
Proteins
Just
only.
answer the fucking question. Don't ask questions. Answer the question.
Shut up.
Proteins, right?
Yeah.
Hard salami, honey ham, and
Jimmy's Googling it.
Like we've had some failures.
no, just that those two are what I love. So I don't.
You got to do three. It's three.
Well, I only want two.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Name.
All right,
Okay.
bacon.
Jesus.
I'll take
All
bacon.
right.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna
this
take
is
you
so
as
hard.
a half failure.
Oh, dude, I got this. I've got this because I like
Jimmy.
the differences.
You
You
went
went
second.
second.
Of course, it's fucking
Damn it.
easier.
Thank
No,
you.
Genoa salami,
Mhm.
spicy pep,
All right.
and how am I feeling today?
We're getting low on it.
No. We will give it. So something I found, and you'll have to try before you can knock it. Throw a black forest ham with a Genoa because you get a sweet on the spice, and it's fucking magical.
Isn't
Okay.
it Genoa?
When he
Listen,
started that shit, I thought
here's
he
what
was
I took
gonna
out of
say
this.
some dumb shit.
No, fuck
No,
you. I
hold
like
on.
sandwiches. I'm fat. You see this?
We went from Jimmy went shirts off. We went from a solid answer to Danny, a non-solid. You're now going to be added to the top three worst because we've had
Ouch.
spinach, cheese, and then you went only like two.
I mean, he didn't say spinach and cheese. That's kind of boring.
Well, no, I mean he's number
Okay,
three.
I've got a question for y'all. If we're on sandwiches,
Fuck yeah,
I don't-
dude. Let's do
I don't care about your proteins.
What's the best sandwich?
No, ooh,
I win
Not
this every time.
Don't steal
one that my wife makes.
Don't steal my patented.
All right, y'all two.
So-
what's the best sandwich?
Y'all get the what's the best sandwich? I got a question for you after that.
Okay.
Best sandwich.
Paul,
Go ahead, Alex.
Paul. Oh, you've actually already answered this question, haven't you,
Oh, shit,
Paul?
best
I've
san-
never been asked this question.
Best sandwich is a mayonnaise sandwich.
Yep. Tell me how you came up in the struggle, my homie.
You lost me.
All right, so best sandwich.
You should've
I'm gonna
said
say,
bologna.
it's close. No.
it's
I'm gonna
mayonnaise.
say
It's a piece of flat bread, white bread, with at least an inch of mayonnaise, with a piece of another.
There's
white
a reason
bread
my
on top,
dude's fat.
and
Okay.
then we eat it.
no. I think Dan.
Not bad.
Dan, are you trying to say? Are you trying to reverse the question to him?
Alex, answer the fucking
Just
question
what's
and
the
quit
best
being a
sandwich?
bitch. Best sandwich.
What am I answering? Best sandwich
Best
ever
sandwich.
is a
The best name of the
That's fine.
sandwich. Don't give the details because that's where my question blows.
Oh my
Jersey
God.
tomato sandwich.
Ooh.
There's no such thing.
The best
There's no
sandwich is a
reason.
Monte Cristo.
No,
All other
there's-
sandwiches are beneath the Monte Cristo.
That's actually
Alright,
one of the
If you
best
don't believe-
steaks
if
I've
you don't
ever
believe
had.
that, you're wrong. I'm
I have
sorry.
never had that, but Alex just said a Jersey tomato sandwich. That fucking shit doesn't exist.
Oh man, y'all booted my mans.
Dang.
Okay,
No,
here's my
doesn't-
question for y'all. Two-part
He,
question.
he was trying to boot
Yeah,
me.
Two-part
No,
question
it wasn't. No,
for the
no,
Jabberhammer.
I was booting Dan.
Two-part question for the Jabberhammer and the Swamp Rat.
Yeah, what do you got?
Best steak prep. Best add-ons on a sandwich.
Ooh,
Add-on. What's an add-on?
Not the
Steak-
protein.
Steak prep. I mean, I
Steak
put that
prep.
bitch on a I take it out. I put some salt on it. I put that bitch on the coals.
Woo! He wins. Y'all ain't got nothing
yeah,
on that.
no.
He did
So,
miss an ingredient.
So I'm gonna do salt,
Fuck
pepper.
There you go.
Worcestershire.
Nope. Pepper.
Oh,
Pepper. Nope. It's salt.
Yeah.
You grill it on the coals on both sides. If
Negative.
you want pepper, you put that bitch on the last.
negative.
All right, what was the other question?
I
The
soaked
best
that bitch in
additives to a
bales for
sandwich,
about
and then
5 hours.
I'm gonna tell all your best additives to a sandwich, everything but the protein, and then I'm gonna tell your
Oh, we're
viewers
gonna
how
add
to make a real steak.
All right, we're gonna add this to the shotgun round. So, what's your best condiment? Is that what you're trying to say on a sandwich?
Well, or your sides. It doesn't have to be a condiment. You know, it can be like
I mean-
lettuce, black olives, onions. You know, whatever.
Those are all condiments.
That's not a condiment. A condiment's a fucking
God
fluid.
damn it. Yeah.
Those are vegetables.
Look, he ain't country, y'all. Forgive him. This motherfucker's a Yankee. He has no
He
idea
is.
how to make a
I love
damn
him.
burger.
I love him. I like my
Listen,
Yankee
bitch.
coach.
Mayonnaise.
Listen, I love you.
Pickle
guys,
ain't
but,
a condiment, asshole.
It is.
No,
A sandwich
Oh,
is a
It's a side.
cheese,
A pickle is just a cucumber you
protein,
ruin.
bread.
you do not ruin it, Dan. We're killing our relationship here.
Hey, Dan, are you from Berkeley? Are you right next door to me? Where you think, hey,
Okay.
You're in Berkeley.
you're
There's
ruining a cucumber?
the people in the apartment next to you are like making homemade pickles and fucking.
Yeah, I make my own pickles.
ironing
Kiss
their
my dick.
plaid.
I make homemade pickles too, big.
Do you?
My mother-in-law is gonna watch this, and like my wife's gonna divorce me.
All right,
We got a hit.
Paul, what do you got?
Look,
What's
we
the
had-
sandwich additive?
Hold up. To go to Jimmy's, we had some people on, and they started, like, we were talking after the podcast, and it's like, my mama listened. I'm like, hold the fuck on.
You know my voice
grown-ass
country when
people.
they said my mama listened, because that's how I
Look,
say
Yeah,
it.
no,
Look,
that's
they
country
said
boy.
my mama listened. I'm like, your mama listened to the podcast, all of it? And like, yeah. I'm
That's
like,
a bad idea.
look, this was one of our women anglers that we had on, and like 2.5 minutes into the podcast, I'm like, why you got a dildo lamp behind you? Like, it was just off the rails. And she's like, my mama be listening. And I'm like, mama said. I'm like,
My mama said that lamp
Oh.
looks nice.
Paul, sandwich additive.
No proteins.
I'm gonna
Okay, here
go-
I'll make it easier. Start with
Oh,
bread.
I was
What kind of
about to
bread?
answer it.
Oh,
No,
bread.
no.
About to answer
What
it.
kind of bread?
I am an artisan bread maker, so I'm going with my homemade sourdough.
You are obviously an artisan bread
He
maker.
just jumped up in my rankings because I love a good sourdough.
Because
All right.
look,
I've
Now,
never
he-
seen anyone that looks more like an artisan bread maker.
Alex, you can't
Alex-
get mad yet.
Alex,
Don't
answer,
not yet.
so I can
No.
show these motherfuckers.
No,
what
give me
I'm
your
about.
whole
Nobody gives a
sandwich.
fuck about
Now
your
he's
bread.
going to show us some fucking bread pictures.
Oh my god, that's how you know
Hey,
he's not getting pussy.
I'm gonna go with rye.
Well, first of all, that's how I
Rye's
took
good.
a whole hog.
Yeah.
You burn it.
That's
Good
not-
job.
Nobody gives a fuck.
That bitch
Paul.
ain't burnt, motherfucker. Shit.
Nobody gives a fuck. There
Offended
you
him.
go. All right, Paul,
Come on, Alex, give it
Paul,
to me.
What's your next? I already told you it's gonna be rye. I'm
Right.
gonna say if we're gonna throw anything on anything, I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna throw a little Thousand Island on it.
Ooh,
That's the bread I be making, bitches.
that looks like a mushroom.
Paul, what's your condiment?
Ooh.
What's your sandwich condiment?
like
How do you
bread
moisten the bread? Moist,
Bread you get at
moister than
Outback.
moister.
I pretty much use the Magnum XLs. They're a little loose, but they keep it all in.
I mean, you wouldn't know anything
Right,
about
boys.
them, but I feel you.
It's been a great episode. Make sure everybody.
No, so
Paul's
hold on.
assassin
I'll
food.
answer for real. My look, there's something about
I'm trying to
bread
roll it
bread and butter pickles.
You lost me.
Bread and butter pickles. Something
Mhm.
about a
So
damn
great.
bread and butter pickle.
Give me your whole
Rick.
sandwich. So let's say you've got your meat choices. You've got your homemade sourdough, bread and butter pickles. Do you have a spread?
I'm going mayo. I'm
Mhm.
going sauerkraut. I'm going sharp cheddar.
Who the
a
fuck
big
are
hump,
you?
Oh,
sharp cheddar, and I'm going a slice of purple onion and a slice of Vidalia onion.
So my man's making a low key what do they call it? Reuben? Kind of.
yeah.
He's making a
He's
He's
low.
making a
ain't
white
even
boy
near-
Reuben.
Yeah, well, exactly. I was gonna say a Reuben on the redneck end.
That's not even
Yeah.
low key. That's like a flat out Nazi sandwich.
Damn. It's a white supremacist sandwich. All right, Alex,
All
give me your
right,
full
everybody.
sandwich, and then Dan, me and you are gonna spit our own just because I make a damn
Oh
good deli.
shit! Is this what we're doing now? Oh man, we might have to steal this whole segment. I'm gonna do
Alex, we've lost our
toasted-
podcast. Paddle and Finn has taken us over.
Time to
Hey,
edit.
Hey, we monopolize all great podcasts. I can see this becoming down in us.
We are
Listen.
look. We are first of all we are owed
God.
50% of
Okay.
all your.
Okay, so
Anyway.
50% of not a goddamn thing is still
That's right.
zero.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
And
you're in.
Congratulations. You're
And
poor.
secondly,
I'm gonna
and
go.
secondly, if y'all take our podcast over, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't last, but like one episode.
Dude, I'm telling you, you're the
This bitch
comedic
over.
relief we need. We got the serious and then the
That's it.
shit. The shit matters.
Listen, you tell Brian to come pay the shit some money, and we'll come over.
There's no money, bro. We make nothing. You might get to come to Dale
Man.
Hollow with us, get some cool
I
food.
don't want to come there. I don't want to come there.
Why? You're missing out
because he hates fishing.
because he sucks.
Listen,
Okay, look, we'll leave Alex in fucking
Because
Jersey
he's
or Cali
scared-
or whoever's
he's
dick he's
scared-
playing
listen.
with.
Rye bread. I'm gonna
Rye?
go 1/2 mayo.
Did you
One
make that rye bread
1,500
yourself?
island.
Because I made my sourdough bread, little motherfucker.
No, because I'm not Jewish, so I didn't make the rye bread.
Damn.
I got to make.
I thought we
Jewish
weren't doing
bakery.
religion. That was the first rule.
We're not. But
Okay.
I go to listen. I live in New Jersey. I got a Jewish bakery.
Okay.
Best rye bread ever.
Mm.
So I go there. 1/2 mayo and thick mayo. I'm talking like, and then like another
Full oil.
on
What's
there.
up with this
Yeah,
show
yeah.
and mayo?
What? Huh?
And then
Y'all
What
mayo.
on the
fuck
other
is that?
side of
What
the rye
fuck is a
bread-
half thick mayo? Like, do you have
What's
mayo
all
or no
mayo?
mayo?
No, he said half mayo, full thick.
Is that like Duke?
I feel
you put in the
this,
freezer?
Alex.
What the
I'm with
fuck
you.
does that mean?
I'm on this.
no, I want a thick. I want a layer of mayo. Like
I
a-
want to
a
come
thick-
and eat one
But
of
why
Alex's
would you
It's a
sandwiches.
call a thick
flavor.
layer of
I thought you
mayo?
were saying you wanted to come.
But
Already
why are
did
you
that.
calling- But why are you calling a thick layer of mayo half mayo? Wouldn't you say that's double mayo?
No, I said a thick layer of mayo
On half
said
the
half.
bread.
on half on one side. No. Here's the key: you do a thick layer of mayo on one side, and then the other side you do a thick layer of mayo of Thousand Island.
Alex, one of
Right.
the people that puts all the condiments on the wrong side of the sandwich.
Damn.
But-
I'm
this
going
is
to
I
point
like-
out
do-
that I did not notice that my
Can I
boy
not
Chris Hummel was
fucking-
in. I was talking about his spot, and he said bass boats aren't getting on that flat. You're right. I feel you. I love you. Sorry, missed it. But continue.
Listen, and then we're gonna do turkey, regular,
Mm.
oven
Roasted, smoked, or
turkey,
plain?
oven roasted.
Ooh.
But
See, that's
cheese,
some
I
Yankee
want.
shit. That bitch oven roasting turkey.
Can I
Fuck
not-
all of
Did,
them
did
motherfuckers.
did I not criticize you all the way through, Dick? And then I want Munster cheese, and I want lettuce,
Ooh.
pickle, onion.
This ain't the
Put
most.
it all together.
Look,
Come on.
We're done.
Okay.
Alex is the guy that makes a fucking sandwich and he puts some meat on the bread, and then everything else is on the side in a salad.
No.
No,
I got
it's
you.
not.
Okay,
I
here we
just
go.
described the whole thing, dickhead.
Here we go. See if you stay with me. Sourdough.
Yeah.
You do ranch instead of mayonnaise to moisten the bread. Less calories.
Okay.
Less fat.
No, it's not less calories
No,
or
it's-
fat.
you're-
It is less fat.
Christ.
Do your research. I'm not using
Okay.
fucking Kraft. Calm down.
You guys are from the South, the fattest states. I gotcha.
Smoked Gouda. This fat
yeah.
will fucking slap your
take the-
Coast Guard in the fucking face. So bring it.
I will take that smoked Gouda. But
So smoked
Yeah,
smoked
smoked
Gouda.
Gouda is solid.
Smoke
is made
good.
from mayonnaise. But anyway, go ahead. Smoke good
Spin-
again.
Fresh spinach for the crunch.
Okay.
Red onion, verde onion.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that's two different. Yep. Okay. Yep. I love it. I love it.
Fresh sliced roast beef, thick cut turkey, black olive, Kalamata olive, oil, vinegar, salt, and pepper. And I'll roll with it like that. That's a good fishing
Motherfucker,
sandwich.
that ain't Subway. This ain't you. You're making this at home.
Okay, this is why my wife. No. This is why my wife doesn't let me make sandwiches for my lunches for work because my lunch sandwich costs more than going to McDonald's.
Look,
That's
this guy just made a Jimmy John's sandwich that he thought he made at the house.
I just want to make sure.
I'm bougie. I'm
Like,
bougie.
Paul,
I
and
have
everybody's
bougie
shitting on
whiskeys.
me.
I
This
have
guy
bougie
is
taste.
Way more bougie. This
Hey.
is way more bougie than
Got to play to play with me, baby.
All right.
Come on, what you got?
Give me that full. Give me that full, Dano.
Your wife makes
Full
that sandwich for
Sammy.
you, Jimmy.
She doesn't. She makes turkey on fucking white with mayonnaise. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's what you deserve. That's what you deserve.
It's what I deserve, but it's not what I get because I ain't.
So your wife is the good basic woman.
She's way higher than basic. I do not deserve her. I will take the hat off and bow to the greatness.
Yo, she's an elf to this dwarf.
All right, Dano.
Probably the stupidest shit I've ever heard, Alex. Shut the fuck up. All right, go ahead, Dan.
Damn.
I don't know. A sandwich.
Hey, Alex, I'm still with you. You just contact me after this. I'm gonna take over.
No worries. Email's coming shortly. I've actually already sent
Hell.
it. Just waiting to send. All right, Dan, what you got?
I don't know. A fucking fried bologna sandwich with mayonnaise. Let's
redneck. You throw some mustard on that
Listen,
shit, boy.
You gotta
Listen.
cut the end so it don't fold up. Double.
Okay,
line.
no. That is an argument in my house. My wife
It's
does not
bomb.
cut her bologna when she fries it, and it drives me fucking retarded.
No, you got to cut that shit.
She's like, no, it looks the same. I'm like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Nope.
if you don't cut it, it looks like a diaphragm.
Exactly.
Are you making that shit to shove up on your coochie during
It's
your
a bologna suction cup.
All right.
Look, hold on.
You actually
Here,
have.
hold on.
Listen,
Here's the other thing with
if-
Dan.
if
Here's
we
the
were
other thing with
playing-
Dan.
I'm from Mississippi. Come on.
Look,
He's Mississippi.
Dan set
Mississippi
this whole fucking 2 hours and 52 minutes of just stupidness. Dan set up, and this motherfucker has said like 100 words, where the rest of us has said like 500,000 words.
I
And
feel
we
like your
get to the
viewers
one
aren't going to want to
thing.
hear from me ever again.
The one thing we get to, he's like,
No.
I want
They're gonna love
bologna
you as a
sandwich
co-host.
on white bread with some mayonnaise, and we good.
He proved that he's country, and I waste a lot of money. That's what that
Listen.
proves. He makes
At
a
this
lot of
point-
money. I waste a lot of
I'm
money.
a simple man.
I am look,
Simple
But you won the
guy.
game. Listen, if it was pardon the interruption, you're winning this game, bud. That's the simplest and probably best sandwich there.
No, but the best sandwich is a Monte Cristo. I mean, for real. But you can't.
Nah,
ever
get the
find 'em
fuck
'cause
out of here.
They make
Never
a sa-
mind.
They make a
No,
sandwich.
no. Hey,
with-
wait. Y'all dodged my question. Paul
I muted him.
answered.
I fucking muted him on this one.
No,
I
Alex,
muted
what's
him.
your steak, bro?
I'm just joking.
I got put in like the fucking penalty
Alex,
box.
steak.
What?
What's your steak? Steak prep.
Steak prep. I already said SMP and a little bit of Worcestershire.
Okay, no, you're
Worcestershire.
right. I did hear that. Dan, what about you?
Yeah.
I feel like a sandwich is one thing, but steak makes a man.
salt
Yeah,
and
yeah.
pepper on a T-bone. That's it.
Yeah.
What's your cook though? Medium.
SMP, bro.
medium rare,
Letter,
medium well?
Letter Kenny.
Medium.
Oh, it's medium every time, right?
That bitch better be mooing to me when I cut into it.
Hell yeah! Look,
Absolutely.
I take a 2-inch ribeye, and it gets salt on both sides. I get the grill to 500 degrees. I put that bitch 2 minutes on one side, a minute on the other. That's it. And when I cut into
Man,
it,
I need to teach you a reverse sear so bad.
oh, you don't. I know how to reverse here, buddy. I know how to. Reverse
All right. Hold on, boy.
All right.
Hey,
Come on.
Jimmy, we'll get on another. We'll get.
We're gonna
on
have a
another-
steak episode.
Yes.
We're gonna have a steak episode. Hey, everybody,
Sorry, folks.
go follow Bass and Brews on YouTube. Go follow us. We got the new merch out. Go follow Paddle and Fin. They're real down. Everybody's got it going down.
Hold on. They look, y'all. Y'all got 5 minutes to holler out your sponsors and who the fuck you are.
Go ahead, Dano.
We go into the green room so we can talk some real shit.
We're gonna talk green room here in a minute. You guys want to pay? You guys pay $78 a person. You can get in the green room.
It's just money.
Yeah, Gadget, Biano Power, Summerland Outdoors, and X Zone Lures. And if you want to follow me on social, it's Instagram. It's Daniel Perry Fishing, and also on YouTube. Please follow both of those.
For me, follow me on Paddle and Fin. Follow Dano on Paddle and Fin. Check out the Reel Down. Check me out on Music City Outdoors. I run the pro team. If you're ever in Nashville and need a kayak, check us out. If you want to be part of a real cool team, also check us out. Dobbins Fishing Rods Dobbins Fishing Rods, Bending Branches Paddles. Who else got? Yeah, Gadget, New Canoe. Can't shout out them enough. The new Unlimited is a fucking beast of a fucking boat under motor.
Hey, Jimmy, don't forget Baltimore.
Baltimore?
Baltimore.
What is that?
All right, boy.
Harry Potter.